welcome to today's stream. We have got Time Warp Team 2 Foot Champs. Now, I do have to immediately admit something before we get into things. I need to play a game of Rivals to get my points. It's fine, right? We have got the gauntlet stuff done. I've got multiple Evo things done. I am currently working my way through bumping up Ben Nelson's balance to 99. I'm then potentially going to do that with a couple more players before that runs out tomorrow at 6 o'clock, I think it is. So try and utilize as many of those 30 as we possibly can. But yes, unfortunately, in order to play our first game of Champs, I do have 900 points. I think I need to play one game of Rivals here. So that's what we're going to do to kick things off. I hope everyone has had a fantastic weekend, and I hope that you enjoyed today's stream and that you're going to have an amazing week. The second full one of 2026. Speaking of 2026, and the year, I guess. The full vlog, the mega vlog of 2025 is currently being edited. It's going to be a long video. And it might only get 50 views, but I honestly couldn't care less. Because it's going to be a lovely compilation of basically everything that I got up to in 2025, including the America trip and everything in between. And just going to be a really nice thing to be able to look back on and have as like a memory bank kind of thing. All the gigs, all of the football matches, everything. It's going to be solid. I'm really hoping, by the way, this one Rivals game, the dream scenario is that we just absolutely slap them, they rage quit, and there we go. We're into Champs straight away. But a lot of people are going to be doing Evos and stuff, and so the odds of people leaving games rather than the odds of people staying in games, sadly, is rather high. Why have you got an 82 rated defender? Because it's Ben Nelson and it's an Evo. And he's phenomenal. I'll show you after this game. Because this game is making him even that tiny bit better. With 2 more balance being added to his card. We knew you were going to pass that there. Way too obvious. Oh, that's frustrating. So yeah, hopefully... Oh. Hopefully we can just... No, that's not who that was supposed to go to, and that's not the skill move that I pressed either. They're AI defending. Why is it still possible to do that? Post-patch EA! Just holding down second man press constantly as your defending method shouldn't be a thing, and now it's 1-1. How's it going? Haven't been in a while. How are things? I'm doing good. I am doing good. I'm very, very much looking forward to this year because it's a massive one, really. Personally, with the aim of getting our first house and really pushing the football content with the World Cup and everything like that, it's going to be a good one. Do you make money off TikTok? I do make money off TikTok, just not really from streams. Streams don't really earn you anything, because the only way that you will earn a single penny off of a TikTok stream is if someone either becomes whatever on earth they call their subscription services on TikTok now. It used to just be subscriber. Now it's like a super fan or something like that. I don't know. So if someone does that or sends TikTok gifts, then you'll earn. Outside of that, no. Your TikTok stream could have 10,000 people watching it for 10 hours, you won't earn a single penny unless someone gives you some money. Which is kind of mad. Whereas TikTok videos are very, very different. And that is based on views, it's based on interactions and stuff like that. So, for example, the football TikTok account, I finally got that monetized in December. After trying to build it up for ages and ages, I finally hit that monetization, the requirements that you need in order to be able to earn money on my videos on that one, and my god has it paid off. Absolutely. Already. Why on earth was that one of the weakest Finesse Plus shots I've ever seen? Can't believe swaps are coming back. They're good. I mean, they were crap last time they brought them back because of the way that they did it. Right? In the form of earning them through the different game modes, but then the cards sort of being good, like the tokens that you had to use. If you got a good token, you therefore wouldn't want to submit that token because it was better than the stuff you'd be using the token for. It was a baffling way to return icon swaps to the game. So I imagine they're going to bring it back closer to the original. But I honestly don't really know what kind of stuff they're going to put in it. With the amount of Evos and Jesus, SBCs and objectives and everything like that we have, do they just have to go above and beyond to make it worth it, rather than just the same as every other objective that we've got nowadays? I don't know. I really don't know. Jesus, this game feels horrible right now. Is this my main job? Yes! However, I would love, by the end of 2026, my main job to still be making content, but with more of my income coming from the football side of things rather than the gaming side of things, and not having to rely on EA and everything like that. But we'll see. That would take quite a shift. I mean, being absolutely manhandled there. Oh, God. Stop just holding RB to defend. It's painful. There we go. Have that! Dylan, hello. How are you doing? Hope you're well. Still not able to play any golf. Oh, dear. I'm not able to play golf because of my wrist. It still does hurt. I don't know how long it should, slightly hurt and clearly be in recovery for before I go and get it looked at or something. It's definitely improving. Slowly but surely. But I have absolutely no kind of time frame as to how long it might take to fully heal. TikTok thinks you're a child, but you're 20. Why would it think that you're a child? I don't understand. Glad they're coming back, but can almost guarantee I'll be taking all the packs. Yeah. With Evos being so good and everything like that, it's so hard for them to get the balance of player level right for something like icon swaps. And it feels like they've got it completely wrong with some objectives and SBCs that are just dreadful. And it feels like there's a chunk of SBCs and objectives that come out that now they don't feel like they're going to be good enough unless you already Evo them immediately after they release. That's a problem. So again, I don't know how they get around that with icon swaps unless they make it so they are bringing out massive cards. And this person doesn't look like they're going to leave, sadly. Jay, yeah. Streaming whatever. Whether it's watch-alongs or whether it's just other games. I'd love to have gaming, just not this as the main focus of it. Wonder if the Team of the Year Evo is going to be as OP as last year. Which one? The centre-back one? Or wasn't there a winger one as well? I can't remember it properly. Are you going to leave or are you staying in? You're staying in, okay. Connor, thank you for following. Up to 570k after champs. Nice. The winger one. Yeah, was it like 400k or something ludicrous? I can't remember it. Ben, I'm doing fantastic, thank you. I hope that you are as well. Oh, tried the double charge. Ah! It's a shame people just do whatever the OP or meta Evo is instead of players that they like. I could not agree more. It's sad. Team Year Blueprint. Yeah, that was it. $500,000. I haven't actually seen the Pedro SBC. I know that it exists, but I haven't looked at it. Do. Oh, nearly. Olé! So close. Yeah, the way that the majority of people do their Evos is really upsetting, but not surprising, because that's just what the game is about, is winning, not fun. And so, if the game moved back towards what it used to be, where it doesn't matter whether you win, lose, or draw, right? The main point is having fun and playing with whatever players and cards and stuff like that you have. If that does become the case somehow, then you'll see a lot more unique Evos. And it feels like so many people would have their main squad being something like a past and present team. Maybe trying out and throwing a few cards in there that they've packed. Oh. How on earth has he got that there? How has he got that there? Ooh. Bosh! You've got a last-minute ticket for the game tomorrow. I don't know what that is. So, cool. I don't know what you mean. If not, then do stuff for the main team. Yeah, I would do similar in terms of, the vast majority of the time, a Leicester player can fit into the Evo. If they can't, I'll either not do it if it's a paid one, or just put in someone that I might end up using in videos if it's a free one. Or a cheap one that's like 25k or less, something like that. If I could... What's an example of a player that might get used in videos and series and stuff? I don't know, like a Ferland Mendy, right? Will probably pop up in videos a lot. If there was an Evo for him for like 15k that could just make him a little bit better for videos, sure. If a Leicester player doesn't fit. Oh, this is... just end the game early, ref. Come on. This is long. This is long. Somehow managed to pick up a cold at the weekend. Hey, it's winter. Everyone gets ill at least once. No matter how long or short that illness lasts for, you basically have to get ill at least one time during winter each year. Half the fun you used to have with the lads was building unique, no links wasted hybrids teams. Exactly, but... The problem isn't that you can't do that anymore. It's that basically every single game mode, objective, and stuff like that is built around winning rather than playing. I do like the changes that they've sort of made with the gauntlet in that regard, where the majority of the stuff that you earn is from playing. The only problem with that is we have a rubber banding epidemic, really, which is something else that they could very easily fix, and I don't know why they don't, but CA. So, oh, Rapid Plus wasn't rapid enough. That's my YouTube name, always been Birdie94. I believe this YouTube channel has never changed name, because it can't, right? So yeah, Birdie94X has been that. I did used to have another channel that was just like my name, but I think when I wanted to start doing gaming videos, That one only uploaded like 5 videos on it. That I think 3 of them, or maybe 4 of them, were just slideshows. And the other one was like a Halo video or something like that. And so then I decided to make a proper channel, which was this one. Which has been going since like 2009-ish. Don't get how you bring out Alexis Sanchez, good SBC, then next day that Pedro. I need to have a look at this Pedro then. Newcastle v City. Oh, fair enough. It's FOMO 2 nowadays. People will be scared to miss out on the OP card. Yep, which is sad. Jay, yep. Chelsea past and present teams doing wonders for you. I mean, that is helped by the fact you'll have so many... I mean, Chelsea have so many past and present players. It's crazy. So you'll be able to do so many different players. But you also get so many present cards, which massively helps. Whereas... any team outside of like top main leagues, the present part is significantly harder. Daniel, yeah. Would you turn off player shadows or do you not like how it looks? I don't know why you'd do that. Is there any benefit? Balancing act. So we have got, we can now go into champs. Nelson is currently on 96, so we need to do 2 more of this Evo, which is just play 1 match, and we can get him up to 99 balance. Oh yeah, so you wanted to see why I'm using an 82 rated, because he's 6'4", double 4-star, with nearly 90 pace, great reactions, composure, balance, agility, great defending, great physical, and basically all of the playstyles that you need. Defender plus. He's pretty good. I'm curious whether you're doing YouTube and streaming full-time and if it's sustainable. I've been doing this full-time for... how long? Like 6 years? Something like that. So it has been sustainable. I would just love that FIFA or FC is not the main focus, because then I'm relying on one game, one company, etc., to not mess anything up for me to be able to do well or whatever. There isn't anything new or different about FIFA. It's just a roster update and kit update. If you don't play the game, you might think that. If you do think that, if you do play the game, I mean, maybe if you play career mode, but even then they have updates each year that change things, so that still isn't true. Gauntlets full of rubber banding. Yeah. Ginola or Mbappe? Ginola, just because he's less common. Get the football TikTok growing and get on Sky Sports Saturday Social. Yeah. Imagine. That would be incredible. Is Icon Pick worth it? 99% of the time, the answer to anything like that is no. Jay, yeah, that's actually not a bad idea, but YOLO. Leicester are going to beat Cov, you reckon? Why on earth would you think that? I'd love it to be right, but it would be a shock, to say the least. A shock. You got 87,000 FIFA points loaded up for Team of the Year. W or L? Moving like you're Bateson. L. Fat L. I don't know why you'd buy points rather than coins if you're going to spend money on the game. You've played FIFA since 08. It's literally reskin every year since 13. That's just wrong. For a multitude of reasons, which I'm obviously not going to get into details on, because I don't know whether you're trying to rage bait or you genuinely think this. I think that one would actually be worrying. Graphics, gameplay, game modes. There you go. Oh, going Cov away. Hell no. I went last time. That wasn't enjoyable. It would only be worse this time. So hell no. Because high amounts of points gets you banned. No. Got Zico, Dino, and Thunderstruck Shellin. Nice. You're a Leicester fan and you reckon you're insane, but we need to put a good streak together. Yes, I don't know why that would start, really, by beating top of the league. EA, do you want me to actually keep buying your games and playing them? What are we doing here? Is there a world that doesn't count because we didn't kick off? That's what we have to hope for here. I highly doubt it. I imagine we're now 0-1 in champs by getting booted out before even kicking off the first game. Yeah, good start. Fantastic. I mean, I don't care about champs at this point. Thank God. Otherwise, I mean... So what a start. What a start to champs. Didn't even get to kick off. Best pack pull so far, that Rafa Leao. Crazy the club didn't say happy birthday to the GOAT yesterday. Apparently, as of like July last year, they stopped doing happy birthday tweets for past players. So it's not as crazy. If you were going for 15-0 though, that's peak, of course. But I'm not. I basically just play champs ridiculously casually and normally end up with 10 wins. Because the way that the matchmaking works seems to be that if I have an amazing start and I start off 8-0, I will still end up with the same amount of wins as if I start 3-3. So we just play it and chill. Normally on stream chatting with you guys about whatever as we do so. It's not serious, because if you take champs seriously, you're not going to have a good time. You're just not. Hooah! Oh dear, that was not a good tackle. So yeah, shocking start, but it's out of my control. It is what it is. GG! Your best pull has got to be... I don't know what Champs R9 is. Bosh! Oh, big save. GG Donnarumma. Any of you guys still playing Champs like every week? If so, have you noticed any differences in terms of like the people left playing Champs are just sweats in every single game? Because the casuals don't care anymore or anything like that. Oh, the champions icon. What's the record? We are 0-1 because I got booted out of my first game as we loaded in, and it counted as a DC. So, lost my first game without even kicking off. But okay. 1-1. Huge! Play Barnsley tonight. Wouldn't be at all surprised if we get beat. I think with the season that you've got, an FA Cup run would potentially get some of the fans back on board. So it could be, as sad and silly as it might sound, it could actually be pretty big to win against Barnsley, which is mental. Why are we having two of it on the screen? There we go. And then on this one, there we go. Lovely! You haven't played Champs in 3 or 4 weeks now? I feel like people are just... You don't get good enough stuff from Champs for people to justify playing it. Oh yeah, what is with those names on the screen? Why have we got random... What's going on? Right, there we go. That should make that look normal now. I don't know what's going on with that. But yeah, the Champions icon, yes, I forgot that's what they were called, the upgraded versions. Yeah, that's outrageous. Liao is my favourite player on the game. Lima, don't really know what that means. Tim, hello, how's it going, sir? Ooh. Oh crap, I didn't redeem the... I didn't redeem the Evo. Maybe I'll keep him at 98. In case 99s do get locked out of stuff. Jesus Christ, this game feels terrible now. It's so sad. Oh, also, about the Jamie Vardy review that I was planning to do. I was going to use him in Champs. That was going to be the plan. And then I was going to use that as my review footage. However, about an hour before going live, I don't know if he's come back down. I don't know what has happened. Vardy went from 500,000, which he's been at, which I think is still a bit too much. But he's been about 500,000 for the last 24 hours. All of a sudden, he doubled. At like 2 o'clock today, he went up to 1 mil. As I say, I don't know if that price has stayed. I can check. If it has, then you're probably just not going to end up getting a Vardy video. If he has come back down... How on earth did that bruiser not tackle him there? Jamie Vardy. I mean, he's now 852. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, that's kind of ruined that idea for the stream. So, whether someone has like tried to just make an absolute ton of profit and bought up every Vardy on the market and then doubled his price. Why are you not picking that up, you moron? And has then doubled his price? I don't know. Lima, are you drunk today? Please don't be weird. Thank you. If only bought him yesterday. Well, yeah. Or even just earlier. If I had had less things to do today before starting stream, we could have made... That was a fake shot. Oh my god, that was a fake shot to go past him and then put it top bins. No one's opening packs. But then why would that mean that his price would have stayed pretty much identical for the last 24 hours and then literally doubled in price at 2 o'clock? That doesn't make any sense. God, I hate the way people play this game! Ah, it's grim! Bought him for 530k the other day. Again, you could have done that today at 1 PM. I don't know what's happened. I think someone has potentially seen an opportunity to try and make tons of money by buying up the entire supply. And it's potentially worked. Which is insane. Oh, that just didn't. Yes! There we go! Okay. But yeah, man, just... Again, all the player lock-in and all of this crap. It's just grim, isn't it? The way that this game has gone. Even when people were just doing all like the fidget spinning and stuff constantly, that was okay. I would potentially respect you for being able to dribble, but just spamming stuff like player lock is just... It's just horrible. Oh, Ben! We need an Evo to bump his shooting. What are you doing, dude? Why are people so weird? Oh my god, that delay is horrific. It's actually led to me scoring because she's passed to the wrong player. That's so stupid. Look, what is that? What is that weird player lock spam? What happened to the community of this game? Remember back in the day? I mean, some of you probably won't, but some of you might. Back in the day, you'd have so many channels doing, like, goal of the day, goal of the week videos. And it'd all be about people, like, going on awesome little skill runs and trying to score the most wacky and fun goals in the game. Nowadays, we're basically at the complete opposite end of the spectrum. It's sad. Oh, Vicario. Good save. Will, thank you for following. I don't know why I've just tried to play that into the same person that I did before that missed the chance because he has probably like 40 shooting. This is a problem, isn't it? Like, what are you doing? I hate it! I just don't get why people are so weird. What are you doing there? Like, it's actually helping me, because if they were less weird, they might have scored there. They had a really good opportunity to just run into my box, but instead they decided to do this weird dribble. Because people are just freaks. I don't like it. Oh. This isn't the FIFA that I grew up loving. Oh my goodness. That could easily have been given as a dodgy pen because referees are stupid. There's 3 things that would save the game. Let's see if we agree. Remove playstyles. I agree. Nerf player lock. Second man press, fidget spin, or make it specific to Elite Division. I have no idea what that means. Player lock shouldn't exist. I don't think second man press should exist. To be honest. Because once again, it's basically then the AI doing it for you. Fidget spinning is just dribbling. So I don't think that needs to be altered at all. Because for the last, like, dribbling is the way that I have played this game for, like, 15 years at this point. From, like, FIFA 11, that's when I sort of developed my way of playing the game, which was skill moves and dribbling. We have had so many years where the dribbling is so unresponsive that you can use someone like Neymar, but they feel like a bronze. Because he just doesn't do what you've pressed quick enough. This year, you finally can. Oh, this. Yeah, you can finally dribble. So, I don't want that changing. We can't be upset at responsive dribbling. I'm just not in control of my players, man. Custom tactics and playstyles. Yep. Playstyles, roles, custom tactics. A bare bones experience. People say the same about stuff like COD, right? Like, they enjoyed COD when there were less kill streaks, there were less attachments and everything like that. You chose your 3 perks, and that was it, right? Just so much more simple and less convoluted. And it means that there's not these very niche things that end up being the only thing that anyone uses. So, in reality, nowadays, I don't know the exact number of play styles. Should we just guess at like 25 different play styles that you can get for outfield players? There's probably about 5 that are relevant. Like, truly relevant to making a player elite. So even though you have more choice in the players that you can use, because they each have these individual play styles that determine how they're going to play and stuff like that, in reality, you've got less choice because there's more choice. What is wrong with this person? I don't understand. They're really, really annoying. They're just playing like a little weirdo. I'm accidentally doing stop and turns and scoring goals like that with Gabriel. What is the world come to? Bizarre. Bizarre. But you also say improve the code to stop leaks. That isn't what they need to do to stop leaks. If they wanted to stop leaks, EA, they could do it within one day. And weirdly, I'm sure it's happened many, many times before, but one of the biggest scale examples of how they could fix the leaks actually happened a couple of years ago in the Wagatha Christie case between Colleen Rooney and Rebecca Vardy. All you do to fix the leaks is you send out the list of players that are going to be in the next promo to all of the employees that are dealing with like card designs and stuff like that. But you make one change in every list of players. So in one of them, you might put, I don't know, Michael Keane in it. And then in the other one, that Michael Keane is swapped out for Tarkovsky. In the next one, it's switched out for Dewsbury Hall, right? The whole list is the same, other than this one Everton player that changes on each individual employee's list. And then, whichever one of those players leaks, there you go. You have your leaker. It's so simple that they could fix it immediately. But they simply don't want to. Because it must benefit them. I personally don't really understand how. But it must benefit them. Otherwise they would have sorted it. Because we had a promo. I can't remember. I don't know if any of you remember. It might have been last year. Or the year before. Where we got nothing. No leaks for a promo. At all. Until, like, the day it released. And it wasn't leaked by any of, like, Sheriff or Police or anyone like this on Twitter. It was like the Daily Mirror had an embargo that at, like, 3 p.m. on the day of that promo starting, they put out the information. And I can't remember if it was last year or the year before. But it showed that they can, if they want to. They can completely stop it. So... yeah, for whatever reason, they don't. And I don't get it. It ruins the experience for so many people. I don't know who leaks benefit. Is the thing. This is the formation that I've used since the start of the game. I enjoy it. Rafa Leao is my favourite player on the game. The game's just bad now. I mean, yeah, the way that people play the game is horrible. The community is dreadful and it's not great. Any suggestions for 239k striker you can pick up? I have absolutely no idea of player prices, I'm afraid. How expensive are you? Oh, no. I don't know. Sorry. Zeus, yeah, sure. Leaks probably make them money. For example, Evos. People I know, I'm dropping frames every single day. It's nothing that I can do about it. It's doing my head in. I'm ignoring the fact that it's happening because I can't stop it. Our internet is dodgy. It has been for the last... But if the stream drops frames on YouTube and Twitch, I'm sorry. It's out of my control. TikTok is perfectly fine if you just want to whack it on there. It's up to you. I don't know about Kick because no one watches on Kick, let's be real. Yeah, I have no idea. But yeah, it's a problem that is out of my control. And it's happening every day. I'm unfortunately now just ignoring it until hopefully we can get it sorted. But you say, yeah, leaks will probably make the money. For example, Evos, paid people will stick points on. But what's the difference between... I don't understand how a leak could benefit EA in terms of money. Because if a new Evo comes out that costs 1,000 FC points, it doesn't matter whether we know about that Evo 2 days in advance. If you're going to pay for the Evo, you're only going to be able to pay for the Evo once it's in the game. You can't pre-order an Evo. So the leak doesn't make any difference there. So I don't know how it benefits them. I think there is one scenario, only one, where I think that leaks would help EA in one way. Now, I don't know if this is relevant to them in any way. If they are aiming for people's sessions on the game to last as long as possible, right? So once you've logged onto the game, you stay on it for 3 hours. That's their aim. If they allow leaks to happen, then people won't hop on the game at 6 o'clock for 2 minutes to check the content and then log off, because they will have already seen it in a leak. And therefore, when they do next hop on the game, it's because they know that they're going to play for a while because they're interested in something. I don't know if that matters to EA, but that would make sense. I don't know, man. Can I play a champs for you? I can, but I definitely won't. Zeus, okay, still not got Vardy. No, I was going to get Vardy for today's stream. And use him in champs. But, well, see, he's coming back down now. Look at this. What happened? 500,000 for... Move that there so TikTok can see. 500,000 for an entire day. And then at, like, 2 o'clock today, maybe even 1 o'clock, boom. Go... I don't know why it won't let me click there. Oh, because that's in the way. Over 1 mil. And now he's slowly coming back down again. So, I was going to use him on stream today for my champs and do a review as part of it. Because his price had been consistent for basically a day straight. And so I was like, okay, he's pretty much settled at this stage. I'll pay 500,000 and we'll try him out. But then he literally doubled in price. And has not come back down to normality yet. So, I've not tried Vardy yet, and I won't until whatever the hell is going on there is sorted out. Because that's a joke. That's your point with two-man press play a lot. Get rid of it. Effectively, the AI has just improved the elite players that can use it well instead of supplementing more casual or defending. Yeah. I think it's ridiculous that the AI is involved in so much stuff in the game. I'm on Xbox. I'm on Xbox, not PlayStation. Why do you ask? I do own a PlayStation, but I don't use it for FIFA this year. Oh, what a block that is by Bastoni. Oh. It's just kind of sad that this year looked like it was really, really going to be the year where they listen to the community, because they started the year off fantastic, right? So many of the changes were so good, and then they were clearly listening to the community on stuff and responding and being open and transparent about things, which was fantastic. But then they just seemed to give up on that. And so even though the entire community is telling them playstyles are OP, they're ruining everything. Stats don't matter. You can genuinely have a bronze card, but if they have playstyles, they'll be better than an icon. That's a real problem. Why aren't you doing anything about it? Radio silence. And the fact they took so long to touch AI defending at all, and it doesn't feel that different, if I'm honest with you. Second man press is still so good. And again, that's another part of AI defending, in my opinion. Because at the end of the day, the AI is the one that is pressing you there when you're doing second man stuff. God, my connection is just crap now. I'm going to have to contact them. Relentless Plus is so broken. For second man pressing. The frustration... Like, my frustration isn't even that playstyles are OP. My frustration is that they specifically said this year that their aim was to make it so that playstyles were just a bonus on top of the stats. They weren't going to be the main thing that determined whether a card was good. They specifically stated that. And yet it's the complete opposite. It genuinely feels like this year they are more important than they've ever been since their introduction. So I don't know how they've got it that wrong. And the fact that they haven't, like, wow, tried to balance or change that seemingly at all is just ridiculous. Oh, crap, I keep forgetting to claim the thing. Can someone remind me at the end of this game to get my Evo, please? That should be a goal. I don't know why he's taken another touch before shooting. Dear God. You think block is OP? It's pretty good. Like, block plus, especially at the start of the year on someone like Gvardiol, was so good. Okay. Just because a player doesn't have incisive or a passing playstyle shouldn't mean that they can't pass. Exactly. The fact that Ruud Hullit's base card this year is deemed bang average because he doesn't have any passing playstyles is enough of an explanation. He's been one of the most well-rounded and overpowered players in the game for what? How long now? Are we getting close to a decade since Hullit has been in the game? He's been one of the best players in the game every single year that he's existed until this year. And yet this is the year where playstyles are supposed to have the smallest difference or effect. How have you got it so incredibly wrong? It's crazy. Marquisio is good, yeah. Don't want to defend EA, but you honestly think how big a change playstyles need can't be done in an update? Yes, it can. Yes, it can. We all know that EA don't change the code of their game massively year to year. So what happens is, for example, finesse shots. If finesse shots are too good this year, and next year they want them to be bad, they don't completely rewrite the code for how finesse shots work. what they will do is just move a slider. So right now, if having finesse boosts your long shots and curve to 90, and then having finesse plus boosts your long shots and curves to 99, turn them down. Sorted. Immediately fixed. And then you can put them up and down and up and down. Which is why, when they show you... You know when they do, like, the pitch notes and the updates, and they show you, like, 100 shots from outside the box before the patch, and then 100 shots from outside the box after the patch. The shot, like, variety or range will tighten. And that's just because they've like upped the shot accuracy. So the fact that it takes them so long to make these changes that everybody is moaning about, that's ruining a lot of people's enjoyment of the game, is mental to me. Thank you, by the way, to everyone that said it. Takes him up to 98 balance. We'll leave him on 98 just in case. 99 will block him from an Evo. So yeah, we'll keep him on 98 balance. We can put that on... I think it's 85 max. I did complete this Vardy, yeah. The other one isn't an SBC. Yamal and Rafinha have not made the Team of the Year starting 11. God, it's depressing how the fall of Foot Sheriff. If you have notifications on for, like, Sheriff, but also, like, ASY Foot or Foot Police Leaks, you'll see their tweets come through, and then 5 minutes later, Sheriff putting out the exact same thing as if he's got this breaking news. Whoever their leak was at EA, maybe they don't exist anymore. It's just a copy and paste account now. But yeah, Yamal and Rafinha are not in Team of the Year. Which doesn't surprise me, because they put them down as midfielders. If they'd have gone down as attackers, I think they would have had more of a chance. What was I potentially going to do here? Oh, yeah. So, if we were, like, absolutely smashing a game, maybe we could do Silko Thomas and bump his balance up as well. Let's do that. Let's put him into it. Next. Personally think the game is more suited for agile body type players. Yes, because the dribbling actually works this year. 100%. Bosh. 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 Think the boost playstyles give should be known on the stats. I agree. I fully agree. I don't know why that isn't a thing. Not having Yamal, Salah or Rafinha in Team of the Year is a travesty. Salah does not deserve Team of the Year. He deserves Team of the Season, mostly for what he did in 2024, and then maybe the first, like, 2 months of 2025. But Team of the Year, no. The game feels awful without playstyles. It shouldn't. But it might do now, because playstyles have become too important. I'll show you Ben Nelson in a second. I just wanted to show this. Team of the Year. Team of the Year is Friday, yeah. Puskas, Eto'o or Butra? I have no idea, I'm afraid. Sorry. I just haven't used them. This is what I was showing. We are doing our matches, yeah. This... here. Right? Oh, wait, no. Where is it? This, right? This pretty much is the kind of thing that they can immediately alter in order to make things better or worse. But for some reason they don't. Right? So, if they want to make passing better and make it so that passing is more accurate, all they need to do is move this slider one way or the other. That's it. And all of a sudden, passes have less chance of going away from where you've aimed. That's all that they need to do. Same with the speed of passes as well. So, if people are complaining about certain things in the gameplay that are just as simple as passes aren't accurate enough this year, they could literally fix it by moving a slider. But for some reason, it takes them like 3 months to then try and tune something so specific and niche instead of just doing the really simple thing. Again, run frequency increases or reduces the number of runs the teammates of the user will make. You want to have more attacking runs into the box from the AI? Increase this! Like... tackle assistance, stuff like this. Like... it's crazy. Can you just see the 82 already? Been waiting about an hour. If that was actually the case, Blair, then you're wrong. Because I already showed him, like, half an hour ago. I'll show it again, but that's not true. I did already show the card in full, because someone else asked about why I was using him. Insulting. The mega such good to these ones. There we go. Cool. Right. Don't like how they never say the weight of specific cards and promos. Yeah, they won't do that. They won't do that. It's Team of the Year. Oh, yep, we did that. We did that. We did that. We did that. For this one, I hoped for... cool. Here you go then. Here is your Ben Nelson. So 6'4", double 4-star. Playstyles are ridiculously good. Of course, Defender ++ is basically the only one that matters. Fullback ++ if I did want to put him right back. And those are his in-game stats. Zeus, your team. God, I don't even know about some of these cards, unless they're Evos. So I don't even know if they're good. To be honest. The last, month of this game has pretty much passed me by, to the point where you can show me players that have come out in, Time Warp or Winter Wildcards, and I genuinely have no idea whether they're any good. which is why you see 2 winter wildcards in my team. One is Gabriel, just because he looked like an absolute monster. And then Rafa Leao I've tried out, and he's my favourite player on the game. So, it looks like it could be good, but if I'm honest, I don't know. I don't know. Let me very quickly get the price of something. Mega Amazon Pikachu movable. Whereas, let me very quickly show this. There we go. Right. Let's go, shall we? The Ward Prowse isn't Evo, the 84 one we got. I did wonder if that was the case. Is that the same with Van Dijk? Is that an Evo of his base card? Or is that a special of some kind? Been playing this indie game called Inside. It's actually so good. Inside. I feel like I've seen that. I've never played it, but the first image that I see on Google of that does ring a bell. Yeah, in real life, companies are forced to release the weights to the public like Pokemon. Yeah. A gold team. Wow. Just a cosmetic gold card. Fair enough. Going back to the earlier discussion, why would they just abandon listening to glaringly obvious problems? I don't know. This really felt like the year of change for EA, and yet the fact that they took so long to do anything about the AI defending and everything like that is mental. It still isn't. Okay, sure he's missed. I mean, he even has the playstyle, so that's not even an excuse there. It's just stupid. Mbappe scores there. Okay. And it's the timed Mbappe loan, of course. Of course. That's a great ball. Didn't quite have the run I was looking for there. Just get in a position so I can play the ball to you for a tap-in, you clown. Why are players so stupid nowadays? Oh, Jesus. My God. It's good been trying to platinum a few less popular indie games. Yeah. A lot of them are really, really good. I mean, my current... I finally hopped on Battlefield again yesterday, and that was really, really fun. But lately, I have been grinding out Pokemon Legends ZA. And I am now very, very close to 100%ing the base game. I've completed the decks. I have done every single side mission available to me right now. I've got one main mission left, which is a little bit of a grind. And then once you complete that, I believe it unlocks the final side mission. It should probably only take... I'd say about 2 more hours, and then we're 100% of ZA. And then it's whether I get the... It's whether I get the DLC or hold off on that and play through something else and then end up getting the DLC at a later date. I need to see if anything is time-gated on the DLC. If it is, I'd be more inclined to get it now. But yeah, that's been a lot of fun. Just chilling on the Switch. Oh my God. So you accept gifts? Yeah. The amount of times you play against the people who use the OP time loans is annoying. I don't understand why they brought those back into the game as a means of voting. It's so stupid. Everyone's going to choose Mbappe because they want an Mbappe on loan for free. It's pointless. It's like when they used to do that for the footies. Just dumb. It's like they underestimate, or they must know it. They're either they know exactly what they're doing and they know everyone's just going to choose Mbappe because they want an Mbappe card in their club, even if it's for 2 weeks, or they're really stupid and they don't understand how much that's going to affect the player base. Which would be a lot more worrying if it was that one. Oh. One thing you'll say, you think in early stages this year, listening to the community as much as they did was a massive detriment. Stuff got changed that didn't need changing because people were bad. Maybe. I honestly don't think loads and loads of stuff in the gameplay has changed. Oh, with the patches that they've done. Oh my god, Mbappe and Dembele are in the team of the year, guys. Who saw that one coming? It's almost as if they were the 2 most expensive loan cards you could have chosen. Wow. No, game, what is going on? Mental. I mean, I don't know what I'm doing defensively. I don't know what I'm doing. To the guy called Dot. No, that's not me. No. Oh, Rafa Leao's mugged him, but it doesn't matter because the keeper's done it. The new logo, it's solid. You're a FUT founder, you've decided this is your last year playing, already quit, game's so bad. My goodness, you've been around for a long time. Not just as a FUT founder, but... Are you the person with the same name on, like, YouTube? I am potentially the same. I said going into this game, like, if this wasn't my job, if I didn't rely on this game series for a job, I wouldn't have bought FIFA 23. That would have been the point where I was out. 21 and 22 were that bad, I would not have bought 23, therefore 24, 25, 26. But I've stuck through it and everything like that. 24 was okay. 25 was horrific. So 24 was just like a complete and utter outlier. And so I said that if 26 ends up being similar to 25, I'm done. And it's not been anywhere near as bad as 25. Like, not even close. But it's getting worse as the year goes on. Used to love FIFA, but since 2009, it's been on a steady decline. I'm assuming you only have ever cared about career mode, if you're saying that's when it started to go downhill. Because if not, I don't know. I mean, even then. Because GTA's out this year, completely done, had enough of it. Fair. Just isn't the same. No. Hasn't been any button delay yet. See, that's the big kicker, really. Right now, I'm getting a bit, but our internet's been dodgy for the last week. So once, hopefully, we get that sorted, hopefully I'll be back to gameplay being crisp in terms of connection. 23 was insane. I hated 21, 22, 23, 25. Used to play all the game modes. You've been playing FIFA since late 90s. Same, but FIFA 09... I mean, you didn't even really have online until... What would it have been? What FIFA did we get it on, like, the 360? 2007, so FIFA 08? So you're basically saying that the game got worse once you could play online? What game modes were you playing? Before 2009, I'm trying to think what existed outside of career mode and kickoff. Playing versus a West Ham team? Oh, I didn't even see it. Let's hope they play like they have been IRL then. Because I've also played since then. My first FIFA was FIFA 99. Back when you could slide the goalies and get an automatic red card for pressing L1. It doesn't matter what your player would do. It would just... They'd kick them, they'd hit them, or whatever it may be, and they get a red. Bosh! Is there a setting to help the passes actually go to the right player, or skill issue? Get players that have passing play styles. Sadly, is what a lot of it comes down to now. Oh, come on, man. Ping him! No, I should have done it over the top. He would have been away. What's an ideal team chemistry? 33. How long was that advantage? Are you mad? That's crazy. That was mad. How long? Henry was still dribbling with that ball for. Jesus. That's a great ball. How has he managed to turn and still get there ahead of me? Wow. Wan-Bissaka, very impressive. Or slightly BS. Maybe a bit of both. Yeah, Paqueta apparently wants to go back to Brazil. Like, what's going on? Oh, damn it. He's offside. Thank you. Jesus, this game, man. Crazy. That could easily have been given as a foul. Unfortunately not, though. I really need to Evo Kachawi. Can 87s fit into any Evos yet? Or are we still at 86s? As soon as we get 87s, Kachawi needs to get in. So we can still keep using the Queen. Ah, crap. Oh, the little sit down. You love to see it. You absolutely love to see it. Yeah, maybe... Oh. Wait. You said West Ham team? I've only just realised they've got Henry and Mbappe. And Garincha. Unless they made these subs early on, how on earth is it a West Ham team? Liao good, or do you just get winter wildcard Rashford? Oh, that's mental. Liao's my favourite player on the game. Oh, how? A couple of West Ham players and a load of icons and Mbappe. I'm assuming it's the lone Mbappe, to be fair. Souček, though, with the absolute banger, of course. Maybe they normally have like a Bowen Evo bit when you can get Mbappe for free. Most people take that opportunity. Is Liao good at left mid or too big? Couldn't tell you, I'm afraid. He's probably fine, but you're also questioning Rashford. Rashford's 6'2", so it'd probably be similar. Have I tried Vinny in game? Yes, but not for a long time. Oh, that's awful defending. Jesus. People complain about people using the same teams, yet they use Smalling, Butland, Kent, and Ben Yedder. Yeah, it's true. Although, I would say... Oh, that's such a crap pass. Although I did put it on his right foot instead of left. I always forget that Gabriel's left-footed. Well, I've probably watched him play a couple of 100 games for Arsenal yet. Just one of those things with centre-backs, you don't really pay attention. I would say it's different now. People will use the same, like, 5 meta players in their team in FC26 when you could genuinely use whoever you want now. With Evos and stuff like that, the amount of different players that get promo cards and all of this stuff, the pool of players is huge. And yet you'll still see the same players, the same Evos from everybody. Before, there were some players that were just unbelievable, that didn't cost much, and so the majority of people had them. They didn't have the choice of 200 players. They had the choice of, like, 20. No! Your problem with Evos is you can only Evo certain Liverpool players because they're too high rated. Yeah, that's the benefit, though, of being able to do, like, a past and present with a great team. Whereas anyone doing past and presents with teams that are not major, let alone a top 5 league team, Evos are a lot more relied upon. So, like, you won't have been able to Evo Alexander Isak yet, but he's got a special card. Whereas, for us, Patson Daka ain't getting no special card. So rely on Evos. Oh, God. Oh, no! I couldn't quite get through. Is Ange specifically at Forest the worst managerial experience ever in the Prem? No. No. I'm assuming you're referring to the discussion that was on the... What was that video on? Was it like the William Hill thing with Rory and Tom and them lot? Yeah, no. No, he didn't lose every game. He was brought in without being able to, like, make signings or pre-season or anything like that. And he was brought into a team that didn't suit the style of football that he plays whatsoever. It was a moronic appointment. More so than dreadful, like, underperforming from the manager. I mean, like, Van Nistelrooy for us. I wonder what his, like, points per game was like compared to Ange. You really think it is? How can you possibly think that Ange at Forest is worse than, like, Frank de Boer at Palace? Again, no pre-season, no transfer window. Brought in with a known style of football that was the polar opposite of the squad. He lasted a month. What's your point? The reasons why he lasted a month are the points I'm making. He should never have been appointed. Marinakis is a moron. No, I genuinely don't think anybody else in the world, other than Marinakis, would have thought that that was a good appointment. I don't think I've genuinely ever seen an appointment that is less fitting for a squad and club than that one. Oh. Dear God, this gameplay is just pinball, isn't it? What happened to the game that we had at the start of the year? Whereas, yeah, Frank de Boer comes in with Palace, has his pre-season, has his transfer window, and what? 7 games? Loses them all? Barely scored a goal? All your players move like oil tankers. That's just like the game right now. I don't know what's happened, but it just doesn't play the same as it did before. How'd you get good quality in this? I don't know what you mean by that. You're going to have to be a bit more specific. Isn't it his job to recognise that? To recognise what? That the squad doesn't suit the way that he manages teams? No. That's the job of the person appointing the manager. For example, if you were head of an advertising agency, right? And your lead designer for your advertising or whatever moved to a different company, right? If you purposely went out and appointed someone that was working the tills at Tesco 2 days ago, instead of someone that was also a designer or advertiser, that's on you. For making a moronic decision. You say should be able to adapt. I don't know what you have against... I mean, you're a Leicester fan, aren't you? Maybe you just hate Forest. And so they're... Well, but then surely you'd hate Marinakis like every normal human being in the world does. How you are ever putting even close to the majority of the blame on Ange instead of Marinakis, unless you're related to Mr. Marinakis, I cannot fathom how that would be your mindset. Oh, just end the game, ref. Come on. Hooray! Why didn't he properly celebrate that? That was bizarre. Players feel so clunky in champs. Yeah, that's just the game right now. Unfortunately, that's what it's feeling like. So even though we've got some... Oh, why didn't I bring on Silco Thomas? Oh, although maybe if I paused, he would have left. Ah, that was the perfect opportunity to do it. Oh, well. Never mind. Oops. Because of the Charizard. Oops. And they're a fraction. Lovely! You think Ange is a crap manager, but what happened at Forest isn't on him. Everyone knew it would happen. Yep. It's the same as Potter at Chelsea. Sporting director's job. Yeah. Although there's no world where Marinakis is mates with Ange. It was his choice. Idiot. It was the same with Potter at Chelsea, right? They brought in Potter, and he didn't have the ability to have a pre-season, to have a transfer window, to bring in players that would fit the way that he wanted to play and everything like that. And he was expected... there was also so many players to try and keep happy and fit in this squad because Chelsea had just done their like scattergun approach. It was mental. And yet so much of the blame fell on Potter for not being able to like instantly turn things around and instill his playing style and philosophy and stuff like that. I think if you retrospectively or retroactively asked a lot of the people that blamed Potter at the time whether they still think that the majority of what happened was his fault, or whether they would now put a lot more of that blame on the ownership after seeing what's happened with the next few managers, I think a lot of opinions would change. And yes, the manager can be blamed for some things, right? But, especially as what we've seen with Maresca, like, some of the squads and subs not being chosen by him because the ownerships want to decide it? I mean, Jesus. Mental. Racina has a 6-year contract, but it has a break clause after 1 year. So if they want to get rid, then they can. So it looks a lot worse than it is. In reality. I'm going to get slapped in this game, it feels like. Enzo deserved to be sacked. Okay. I never thought we'd have someone in the chat that is on the side of Mr. Marinakis and Bluco, but apparently we do. Ooh. Nice. Oh, no! Chelsea's ambitions are bigger than what he could offer. So they appointed Liam Racina. Yeah. Bang on. That person is on TikTok, of course. But I feel like they're normally normal. Maybe I'm thinking of someone else. I feel like they're normally a normal person, but today, I don't know what's going on. He'll be just as bad. Oh yeah, they definitely right choice to get rid of Maresca then. By the way, the guy that beat the best team in the world to win the Club World Cup and won the Conference League. And got them in the Champions League. Is Ribery good? Yeah. Ribery is fun. That's the best word to describe him. Like, he won't be as meta as some of these other players. Oh. But he'll be a lot of fun. Like, Rafa Leao is my favourite player on the game. I could probably go out and buy, like, Mbappe or, I don't know, someone like that. Or a Pina special card. And she'd potentially be better, but won't be as fun. FA Cup games on TNT Sports, what are we doing? I know. Yeah, I said we'd probably get slapped in this game. It's not looking great right now. I think if we go 2-0 down in any of these games where we're up against someone that's at least decent, we'll bin it off. Just don't care enough. If you missed the start of the stream, my only loss so far came in my very first game. I got booted off the servers before we even kicked off. I don't even think I'd seen my opponent's team come up on like the pre-match graphic thing where it shows you all the players. I think it was before that. I got kicked and we lost. So that was good. Whereas this is our first proper loss. So that's how it's gone so far. The gameplay is not good. It's just been standard champs, really. Not much else to say. Do scrim cards get extra chem? I can't remember. There's so many different promos, so many of which are getting different types of chemistry for themselves. I can't remember. I'm sure someone knows. So many FA Cup upsets this weekend. Leicester and West Ham won. Macclesfield Town as well, exactly. You remember I did SBSD with Andy, and you thought that I spoke like an old, posh DVD player. I have absolutely no idea what that sentence means. But I've never done SBSD, so that wasn't me. But either way, I'm going to take it as a compliment that I am articulate. So thanks. Any latest with Antonio and Wilson in terms of possibly joining you? Antonio is not joining us. He got injured again as part of his recovery. We are interested in Antonio, says X. Not the platform, but the guy, the West Ham guy. I mean, we all know that Callum Wilson's only real problem is his fitness. He's way too good for the Championship. Sorry, what on earth is that? What the hell have I just conceded? It's one of the greatest through balls I've ever seen. Have we hit that part of champs? Is it weird you still like Daka? It's definitely nowhere near as weird as the other stuff you've said. I'd love Daka to come good. It won't happen at this point. I think Daka's been scapegoated for a very long time. Doesn't mean that he's been great. But he's not been as bad as a lot of people have made him out to be. Oh. Or as much of the problem as people have made him out to be. What on earth was that? Yeah, so like if we had a chance to get Callum Wilson in, I would absolutely take that. On like a deal to the end of the season. That'd be unreal. Tom, because you conveniently ignored all of the things that went completely against what you said for both arguments. making it pointless. Yeah, we've leveled up in matchmaking, it feels like. You were 6 wins and 1 loss in champs, ended 9-6, lost 4 games in a row. What's your standard finish? Is it 9? If so, that's champs. I think that's one of the main reasons why champs is so boring. I don't know if any of you agree. I think the fact that it is so hard in champs to get like an outlier number of wins makes it really boring. Like, if I play my champs without either being like drunk or just in a completely foul mood where I go 1-0 down and I simply cannot be bothered to properly play, my number of wins, it's never going to be lower than 9, and it's never going to be higher than 12. And that's just boring. Because there's, even if I start my champs 9-0, I know I'm not going to get 13 because of the way that the matchmaking works. I'm suddenly just going to be put up against absolute demons that destroy me. And so then I, lose like 4 in a row or whatever it may be. And I think that kills the excitement of champs. You basically know every single weekend what you're getting from champs in terms of your number of wins, and so therefore, realistically, what you're going to get from rewards that week before you start playing your games. And of course, I'm not saying that every week you should be able to go from like 5 wins to 14 to 9 to 11 to 6. No. But the occasional outlier number of wins should happen. But it doesn't. Or at least for me, it doesn't. Like, since it switched to 15 games, which is what, 3 years ago at this point? I don't think I've played all of my games properly in a weekend and got less than 9 wins. And I know I have not got 13 wins a single time. So I believe, unless I'm forgetting like a horror weekend or something, I believe that every single weekend for the past 3+ years, I've got between 9 and 12 wins. How can there not be a single week out of what is that? Like potentially getting close to 150 runs of champs? Well, no, I played on 2 accounts before as well, so maybe like 200 runs of champs and never having an outlier. That's just boring. And again, it's not like the rewards really have outliers either. With what the rewards give you nowadays, I don't ever get anything good. It's a nice little top-up of coins and some packs. I'm never packing anything that's going to like change my team or anything like that. So unfortunately, champs has just become this sort of monotonous it's a really effective use of your time in terms of packs / coins that you get per match. But that's about it. Maybe you could say that changes during Team of the Season, when we get, like, proper Team of the Season red picks. Oh. But it's why people don't get, like, hyped watching champs anymore, because if you know who you're watching, you know what's going to happen. And again, the rewards are so similar every single week. You pretty much can predict what you're going to see them get. in rewards ahead of time. Obviously, there's the occasional like big pack pull. Not for me, but for other people, especially the ones that get the 13, 14, 15 wins. You potentially have a chance of seeing a big like promo card or whatever. Which also isn't helped by the way that a lot of people play, because you know that the gameplay isn't going to be like super fun to watch either. You know you're going to come up against Pina in basically every single game. You're going to come up against people doing all their player locking and stuff basically every game. Like, Jesus. Played the first weekend of Champs, haven't played it since. Oh yeah, Lone Mbappe is basically in every squad right now. I still haven't even claimed mine. That was a crazy pass. Wasn't even a through ball. That was just a first time pass to feet. What would my proposal for the Champs issue fix be? I don't know. I think it's just stale in general. I think people are just bored of this thing that is the exact same thing every single week. I think there's a reason why the gauntlet and the live events and tournaments are the most popular things on the game this year, is because they add variation. Right? The tournaments, you're using different cards, different players, different teams, and everything like that, because you have to. And the gauntlet is similar to an extent. It obviously, like, as you go through the year, the gauntlet teams you're going to come up against, you're going to see, like, more Mbappes and stuff, as more and more people just obtain him in one way or another. But there's a lot more variation, and again, one of the big things about Champs is winning is the only thing that matters in Champs. And so therefore, you're just sort of numb to anything that's happening other than the final result. Absolutely nothing else matters other than the final result of this game. And whether I win it or lose it. And even then, that doesn't really matter, because then the matchmaking will like be altered to suit my new record, and we'll just end up getting the same amount of wins that we always get. So the teams, the tactics, the number of wins, the rewards, it's basically just the same thing every week, but you just replace your promo card. So this week we'll probably get like an 85 rated Time Warp instead of an 85 rated Winter Wild card from our guarantee. And that's about it. So, I don't know if there is a solution to this problem. It's the same with Rivals. Rivals just feels like... Oh my good God. Oh my God! How many times do I have to tackle you? Christ. Ah, this is horrible to play, man. I mean, even just the core gameplay. What's happened? Where did all these bounce packs come from? They didn't exist at the start of the game. It was amazing. You didn't get rebound goals. You didn't have these goals where you tackled someone 3 times and you still didn't get the ball. Why is that now a thing? It genuinely didn't exist. But now, it's like we're back to the last few years of that being a standard again. Loans shouldn't be allowed in any competitive games. Crap. Said that ever since they started to exist. Yeah, Champs especially is mental. obviously not where I aim that pass, but you do you, game. They're just going to second man press. There's not much that I can do about that. Once again, it's not what I pressed. Jesus. Gameplay doesn't particularly bother you, it's the player base and community. Yeah, for me it's a mix of both. Oh. Go! How has he put it wide? Okay, game. Fine. You do you, yeah? Low driven. 89 composure. 85 finishing. Misses the target. Sure. Is it worth saving your packs till all Team of the Years are in packs? If you're going to open packs for Team of the Year, then wait until everything is out in packs, yeah. How does that formation do for you? I like it. A lot of people won't, but I do. It's just the one that I enjoy using. I've not got the new Vardy card. I was going to use him in Champs today, but an hour before I started my stream, his price doubled. From 500k to over $1 million. He has since been slowly coming down. He's now back down to 625 according to FootGG. So we're getting there. I don't know what happened. But the dream scenario would have been that I would have used him for like the first 5 games of Champs. That would have been our review recorded. But whatever happened, happened, and so, no. Oh, what a tackle. That's so true. You usually get between 7 and 10 wins. You were 7-1 and ended up 8-7. That's what I mean. I literally aimed right, game! Jesus Christ. How? How can you get it 90 degrees wrong? Now I've found someone there. You're offside, no? Yeah. Will? I don't know. I haven't used Yashin this year. Courtois is very good, though. That's not where I aimed. How has he managed to get that? That's crazy. It's not where I aimed! Game, what are you doing, man? Oh, this is doing my head in. That's about 4 out of the last 10 passes that have just gone to the wrong player. Stop. Ah, that's good defending. Jesus, completely lost him at the back. There is an outrageous amount of toxicity in this game. There has been for ages. Love using that formation in 25, but in this one haven't been able to. I mean, I was similar. I didn't use this last year, but the formations that I did use last year, I couldn't get along with. Do you like 2-sync? No. Well, let me rephrase. I don't like their content. Because it's not aimed at me. 2-sync, I used to really enjoy when they first started out. And they did the series like My Go Bro and stuff like that. I thought they were really good because their content was pretty unique. But then it just turned into... how loud can I yell whilst opening a load of packs because the kids enjoy watching that? And that wasn't entertaining. But Matt from 2Sync is probably one of the people on YouTube that I watched the earliest. Back when he was iJewel 2010, I think was his original. Oh, Jesus Christ, 2 kickoff goals with Pina! Waste of time. Yeah, back when it was COD. And he was ridiculously good at editing. How on earth has he intercepted that? Oh, you jammy sod. This has been miserable. This gameplay stinks. Icon swaps are coming back, but we don't know exactly in what form. No, Yamal and Rafinha in Team of the Year. No surprise. They put them down as midfielders. People weren't going to vote for them there. Oh. No. Declan Rice is in Team of the Year, though. Confirmed. He was in my vote. Oh, it's bad defending. And it's GG. What a waste of time. Why couldn't you have just gone like 3-0 up in normal time and I would have just left? Why did it have to come down to extra time kickoff goals with Pina? The full team is not leaked. No. We know Rice, Mbappe, and Dembele. God, that was miserable. It is never worth saving for Team of the Year. No. Too many people have moaned about what needs fixing in this game, and now the game is now not bad, but not good. I agree with you. It was great at the start. Yamal is not in. No. Just said that. I don't think too many people have moaned about what needs fixing because I don't think that much has changed since the base gameplay. If I'm honest. The ironic thing about what you say is it feels like 99.9% of people would love to see a massive nerf to playstyles, and yet they haven't touched them. Which I just cannot understand. Best player in the world not getting a Team of the Year is criminal. He's not been insane this season. How did Mbappe get in again? Because he scored an unbelievable amount of goals. I can't remember if he ended up beating it or like matching the highest number of goals in a calendar year for a Real Madrid player, like matching Ronaldo's record. His 2025 has been mad. That's how. God, I already hate playing against you, and we're 2 minutes in. I thought he'd missed. So yeah, once we get the full Team of the Year, we'll put out like a TikTok and YouTube short of it. What happened to the community that would use favourite players? Now it's just Pinas or OP Evos. That community died when EA made every game mode about winning. Back when the game was just about hopping on and having fun, and it didn't matter whether you won or lost. That community have grown up. A lot of them no longer play the game. I've aimed at far post! Oh my god, it's just garbage. That should be 2-0. There we go. Playstyles 100% ruin the game. I can't switch to the right player. This gameplay is utter crap. I don't know what has happened. This game feels like the last few games for me at this point. I'm not enjoying it. It just feels like the problems that we've had over the past few years have just started to come back. These bounce-back goals and tackling people and not getting the ball back. Player switching just not working. Players ignoring skill moves and stuff like that. It's creeping back in, man. After an unbelievable start to the year, I don't know how you've managed it. Sit him down. Yeah, I partially agree with you saying that playstyles have ruined the game. I would say the balancing of playstyles has ruined the game. How on earth did you not intercept that? Like, playstyles can exist, but they should be nowhere near as important as they are. Especially when you have specifically said, before the game releases, that playstyles won't matter as much. And yet they matter more than they ever have! Crazy. Crazy. Bosh. Camera settings, telebroadcast. Mason, one from like 2020 when that joke first arrived. Come on, man. Get with the times. Robert, I'm doing fantastic. Thank you. I hope you are as well. The game had so much promise and potential. Yeah. Yes. Right, let's go. I appreciate original, funny people. Whereas, again, recycled jokes, dearie me. Been playing since FIFA 10. This is by far the worst FIFA. I genuinely could not disagree with you more. For me, this is the best that we've had since, like, FIFA 18. FC25 is not just the worst FIFA or FC game that I've ever played. It's my most disliked video game of my entire life. And I feel like it was objectively worse than this game. Like, regardless of whether you got button delay or something like I did, the core gameplay mechanics last year compared to this, like I say, for whatever reason, they seem to slightly... Oh, it is a foul. They seem to... Whoa! Fabrizio. Breaking. Xabi Alonso leaves Real Madrid with immediate effect. Didn't he say yesterday that he was staying? Wow. So, Xabi Alonso to Liverpool then? How long before they get rid of Slot? Surely that's, like, inevitable now. Right? That was their choice. That's who they wanted, but couldn't get him. He's now gone. Your manager's stinking it up. Surely Alonso in is now only a matter of when, not if. But stuff like that, right there, right? That, like, interception just bouncing back to that player perfectly. That didn't happen at the start of this game. And yet now it does. I don't know how that's possible. Whereas last year, my God, the amount of goals you would concede when you tackled someone 3 times and then the ball would bounce back to them. The amount of rebound goals from the keeper just palming it straight back to someone was mental. The passing, the dribbling this year is on another level compared to what we've had the last few years. The shooting's way better. In general, it's just a lot better. Ooh. There are obviously problems. Haaland is in the team of the year. Yeah, when we get the full 11 or whatever, I'll put it out in a short form video. Right now we're getting the team of the year trickling through. Ah, crap. Oh yeah, if Liverpool lose tonight, Slot's gone and they get Alonso in. Probably before their next game. We've got Coventry away. Rice made it in over Rafinha and Yamal. Yes. I don't think that's surprising. I put him in over them. He's a midfielder. If they'd been in the forward selection, at least one of them would have made it in, I think. I really do. But because they were put down against midfielders... Oh. Genuinely delete the game. Oh, because you disagree with the Team of the Year vote. Okay. Oh, dear. I mean, at the end of the day, doesn't matter, does it? Does it matter whether a 10 million coin Team of the Year Lamine Yamal is in the game? To 99.999% of people that play it? No. No, it doesn't. Okay. Oh, why did Zola not continue his run? What are you talking about? Team of the Year, Lamine is not in the game. Yeah, I know. That's what I just explained. Dear me. Regretting James Justin leaving Leicester? No, he was absolutely diabolical for us. Just because he's now had a couple of decent games for Leeds after they've changed their system doesn't mean that he was therefore good for us. Or great for Leeds before they changed system. Can't just rewrite history because someone's found a bit of form. Oh. He was at fault for so many goals. Van Dijk's in the Team of the Year. Wow. Okay, now that one I don't agree with. I don't know if you realise, but voting via the packs in the store was not the only way to vote for your team. I haven't even opened those packs. I did my vote on the website. Also, just because you aren't seeing people use a lone Declan Rice in their team doesn't mean that they didn't vote for him. Champs finishes at 8 AM tomorrow. Same each week. Starts at 7 PM on Fridays, UK time, and finishes 8 AM on Tuesdays. Do you know what date all Team of the Year go in packs? Probably not this Friday, but next Friday. This Friday will be the attackers, then you'll have the midfielders, then the defenders and goalie, and then all of them in packs. It might actually be next Thursday. I think it'll be next Thursday, and then next Friday, you'll get the 12th man and woman added. That's awful defending. Didn't play for Leeds before changing the system. Yes. kind of proves my point. Ooh. Oh. Van Dijk getting in over like any of the PSG centre-backs is crazy. No, through the gap. Ah. The fact they got rid of Amorim was wrong because he spoke up against the owners. He spoke up against the owners after being sacked. He was sacked the night before. That's when the decision was made. Who did you vote for the centre-backs? Pacho and... Are you joking? The team of the year, back four, is Van Dijk, Nuno Mendes, sure, Koundé, okay, Saliba over Gabriel. What are we talking about? Okay, well, the full team of the year is this. Donnarumma, Koundé, Van Dijk, Saliba, Nuno Mendes, Rice, Vitinha, Pedri. That was my midfield three. And I also got the front three right. Mbappe, Dembele, Haaland. Oh, no, actually, no, I didn't. I put Kane in, didn't I? Kane's robbed again. Yeah, I disagree. Disagree with... I think Koundé, compared to Dumfries, is fair. How Van Dijk's got in for his 2025 is crazy. And how Saliba's in over Gabriel is beyond me. I can understand a lot of people going Haaland over Kane. I don't think he should be, though. Oh, Rafael Leao! What a man! Logan, yeah. Nice. Yeah, Van Dijk is there for his 2024. It would have been the same as having Salah in there. What a dreadful goal. Yeah, Xabi Alonso has been sacked. Alvaro Arbeloa is the new manager of Real Madrid, at least in the interim. Wow. Hakimi's not in the nominations, apparently due to like legal stuff that he's got going on. Which is why he also doesn't get special cards. Despite being like comfortably the best right back in the world. You say who to Arbeloa? Oh, man. How old are you? Literally everyone that you saw vote, whether on the website or alone, tell at least Pacho or Gabriel. Yeah, I... 15. That's sad. Xabi Alonso has been sacked, yeah. Hakimi has legal stuff going on, which is why he doesn't get special cards in the game and why he wasn't in the Team of the Year voting. It's like when Chelsea had all the stuff going on with Abramovich and Russia, and all of a sudden you saw Chelsea cards just disappear from every promo. I don't know what legal stuff, no. I saw someone talk about it semi-recently. Yeah, Xabi Alonso sacked. We'll have to do a footy TikTok on that. Because, yeah, if Liverpool lose tonight against Barnsley, Xabi Alonso could be Liverpool manager by tomorrow. Mad. I mean, like, the thing is, if they'd won yesterday, would he have kept his job? Is it that... that tight? No. Because I know that there's been rumours for the last month or so that tensions were getting high between, was it like him and Vinny? But then, again, all the reports coming out saying everything's fine. And I swear all of the journalists yesterday were saying Xabi Alonso will not be sacked. Apparently he left himself. That would make a lot more sense. After, as I say, all of those reports. Huh. Interesting. Do I still stream on YouTube? Yes! Used to watch about 10 years ago when you had 1k subs. That was probably about 15 years ago. Oh, big save. Yes, I currently stream... I mean, you can see it on the screen. Twitch and YouTube and Kick. No one ever watches on Kick, sadly. No, Yapstam. That's outrageously good. Vinny is very clearly just a bit of a tool, which is one of the reasons why he didn't win the Ballon d'Or. His, like, personality and antics and stuff like that. What app do you get the most viewers on? Depends on the day. YouTube is the most consistent. Some days TikTok does really well. Like today, TikTok's actually done decent. We've got an okay amount of people here. We've gained some new people, which is good. Whereas some days, TikTok is dead. Absolutely dead. The chat basically doesn't exist. Yeah. Twitch, each day normally has a handful of people. Kick doesn't have anybody. YouTube is normally, yeah, Mr. Consistent. Oh, crap. I mean, game's over anyway. Bum 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 bum. Ah, no! Try to end it in style. So close. Oh, just end the game, ref. What are we still doing here? Okay, what a dreadful shot. James, no, you wouldn't. Is that not the standard for most Brazilian players? They all act like tools. I mean, to an extent, yeah. What is my mate saying? Paqueta gone. Paqueta gone? Or going? Because I've seen that, yeah, he wants to go back to Brazil. But that's mad. This will be... Pack weight will be solo for Team of the Year. Doesn't matter if you save packs. Who are you hoping for in the FA Cup draw? Honestly, I don't care. We're not going to win it. What would be the best? Somewhere local-ish that I haven't been to as a ground. but I don't know who's still in. Who have I not been to? I've not been to Forest. Are they still in? Notts County. What else is close-ish? Port Vale isn't... I've been to Northampton. Stevenage. MK Dons I've been to. Luton. Cheltenham we knocked out, so I can't go to there. West Brom. Well, I don't know if they went through. Forest got knocked out by Wrexham. Oh, yeah. What about Macclesfield? No. Cov got to the semis, you never know. Yeah, they didn't win it. Exactly. Okay. Right, I mean, it's just... I don't know. Haven't been to Hill Dickinson yet. No, and that's also miles away. So for me, the only game that I would probably go to if it was away is if it was somewhere close. Right? So as I say, like a Forest, a West Brom. So West Brom are still in. West Brom away, I'd go to that. It's nice and close, quick to get to. We have a chance of winning. That's the kind of game that I hope for. Or you just hope for like one of the worst teams at home so you can hopefully go through to the next round. I've been to all the big teams away, so I don't care about getting one of them or anything like that. Okay. Ari's got a tan and ponytail back before I go and see her. That's incredible scenes. Let's see the latest Paqueta news. I've spelt Paqueta wrong. That doesn't help, does it? Lucas Paqueta has reached an agreement with Flamengo on personal terms, all done on player side. Why Brazil, though? Oh, an hour ago, Flamengo have had a bid rejected in the region of 30 mil. The 28-year-old asked not to play in West Ham's game against QPR due to his desire to join Flamengo. West Ham are reluctant to let him leave this window, with the team fighting to retain their Prem status. His contract runs out next summer. I mean, how much are you hoping to get for him, though? You'd personally care about a semi-final trip? I've been and seen us win the FA Cup. I wouldn't care about a semi-final. I was fortunate enough to be there. Wow. Okay. Well, I guess we need to do a TikTok on the Team of the Year and one on Xabi Alonso. How on earth there isn't a PSG centre-back in Team of the Year is... Well, not even that. How on earth has Saliba got in ahead of Gabriel? I don't get it. I don't understand. That just blows my mind. From Man City links to Flamengo. Yeah, I mean, if only the betting stuff hadn't ever happened. Imagine how different his career would be. Crazy. You're a Villa fan, so you just want blues. Fair. Yeah, and no one wants to get Macclesfield because you don't also want the chance to get embarrassed like Palace did. When you search up the channel name, top search was FIFA 18. That's probably because that's when the streams were absolutely popping. And my videos were doing the best around FIFA 17 and 18. Basically, once the game introduced champs and you could have fun competitively, that was the peak. 17 and 18 were so good for that. And then after that, it just went crap. It just went crap. Right, what should we do first? Let's do the team of the year first. Because we're live on this account, it may then also bring people to the stream afterwards. Has Vardy's price settled yet? He's back down to 600k. What on earth was that price peak all about? Bizarre. Right, how many games we got left? 5. We're nearly there, everybody. We're nearly there. So Xabi Alonso has left Real Madrid by mutual consent. Xabi Alonso will always have the affection and admiration of all Madrid fans because he is a Real Madrid legend and has always represented the values of our club. Real Madrid will always be his home, is their statement. Right, we're going to have to do a video on Paqueta as well. Oh yeah, someone mentioned earlier we're weighing up a late move for Birmingham forward Lyndon Dykes. I don't even know who he is. So if anyone has any thoughts on him, from Birmingham, isn't it? Okay. Yeah, 30 mil bid turned down for that is kind of mad. For Paqueta. Because people just aren't going to go for him at this point. Right, we need to get the team of the year up here. He starts for Scotland. Scottish physical striker, more of a target man. He's a really good player. Get him in! He can't be worse than are you? Opinions on Josh Sargent. I mean, he was great last season, wasn't he? I honestly, I don't know what he's done this season. Do we have, like, individual tweets from each of these about each of the players? Let's quickly have a little look. If we do, this is how we're going to do it. Open that image in the new tab. We have Van Dijk, Nuno Mendes, Koundé, Saliba, Haaland, Rice, Dembele, Mbappe. So what are we missing? Pedri and Vitinha as individual ones. It's not the end of the world. We should keep Tom Cannon. What, Sheffield United? Makes you laugh when the club he leaves by mutual consent. In other words, you leave or we fire you, is basically what they say. Yeah. No Caicedo. I don't think that's that surprising. Just because I think this season, I think people have noticed him a lot more. And so they won't... they won't think of him for the whole year, I would say. Hakimi Evo or just the 20k card? Just the base card. Same with Kachawi. I've not Evo'd these guys. As soon as I can put Kachawi into something, I will, because she is one of my favourite players on the game. I mean, you say about Slot's decisions. Slot probably won't be in a job for much longer now that Xabi Alonso is gone. Straight after that. Okay. Yes, I did see Sargent is going to, well, potentially going to the MLS. Right, let's do a TikTok then of the team of the year.
I don't normally buy United.
We need to switch accounts. How well has that video done, the Bruno one? It's up to 20k. You love to see it. I mean, we've had some videos that have done well on TikTok on the footy side of things lately, but also on Insta. Like, Insta's done so well recently. To sum it up, right? In like the past week, where was the first video that did really well? This one. When was this? 5 days ago. So in the past 5 or 6 days, the football Insta account's gone from below 500 people to nearly 650. Keep that going! Ride that wave. You absolutely love to see it. Right. Let's get this TikTok done then of the team of the year. I guess we could do it on our phone. Short form Instagram post-match reactions. Yeah, exactly. I really enjoy doing them. And people seem to like watching them. So, I don't use tactics. I didn't pack a team of the year last year when the full team... when it was team of the year. But I did, obviously, like when they got re-released, as did basically everybody. So let's get some of these pictures sorted, and we can just do a quick team of the year. Oh, they also didn't put out an individual one for Donnarumma either, but that's fine. We did get one for Rice. I don't know why we didn't get one for all of them before getting the full team of the year. It's a bit bizarre, but it's fine. Okay. And yeah. So according to The Athletic, Xabi Alonso's job wasn't in danger after the defeat versus Barca. The board aren't changing the plans for signings in January either. So yeah, maybe it was a proper mutual thing of him just saying potentially that, yeah, maybe this isn't the one for me. Also, apparently Bayern Munich are interested in Guehi alongside all these other clubs. Also, as of an hour ago, according to Ben Jacobs, Man United expected to appoint Carrick as caretaker in time to manage the Manchester derby. He's the preferred choice over Ollie. An announcement likely within 48 hours. What Evo did I put on the goalie? Just a cosmetic one, I believe. You've not been able to Evo players that are that high rated. So anything like that is just cosmetic. Right then, let's record this. Let me mute the mic. We'll just record this TikTok, and then we'll do the like Xabi Alonso one after we've played like at least another game. Because we can get this TikTok done, play one more game, 6 PM content, play the other ones, do the Xabi Alonso TikTok. Okay, right. Let me quickly record this then. Right, let's go. That's recorded. Next game. Yeah, Arbeloa is straight in at Real Madrid following Xabi Alonso's sacking. It was brilliant to see so many empty seats against West Brom. It was very cold that day. That is probably the coldest game I have ever been to. It was grim. It was grim! Wasn't the only reason though, was it? It wasn't the only reason, but it was a major reason. Had this conversation so many times on Twitter. There are people out there that think that the reason why the ground was so empty was because everyone was taking part in that boycott. Which is just ludicrous. Some people did, of course. A lot of other people didn't want to go to what might be the coldest game that there's ever been at that stadium. Oh. On a Monday night. When it's on TV. It was also a lot of people's first day back at work in the new year. And their kids' first day back at school, potentially, as well. There are so many factors as to why that ground was so empty. And when you say those kind of things to people on Twitter, they try and say, oh, so you don't think that anyone boycotted that game? Oh, no, they definitely did. But it's impossible to quantify how many people did, because there were so many other factors as to why people wouldn't go to that specific game. I think if it was as successful as some people are saying, I think they should try and do another one in like a month's time. On a Saturday 3 o'clock game, not on TV, when it's not going to be anywhere near as cold. There's basically no other excuses. And I would be very intrigued to see how that goes. But yeah, someone like this guy on TikTok therefore says, oh, if you don't think that everybody that didn't go to that game was part of the boycott, you're a happy clapper. No, I'm not deluded. It's a shame that a lot of people, once they form an opinion of something or someone, that's it. Their entire judgment is based off of that one thing. And if you don't perfectly align with it, you are therefore the complete opposite. People don't like having conversations and discussions about things nowadays. So many conversations, especially when it comes to social media, are supposed to be black and white conversations. But that's not how things work. Which is why a lot of the time I don't bother getting involved. Because you're not going to be able to make that point. Unfortunately. Oh my god, big save. Have you seen the Team of the Year been released/leaked? Yep, I have just recorded a TikTok on it, which is going live pretty much as soon as this game finishes. It's nonsense. Donnarumma's fine. Koundé's fine. I think that was a 50-50. Van Dijk being in is ridiculous over the PSG centre-backs. And Saliba over Gabriel might be one of the most bonkers things I've seen in a Team of the Year since the days where Dani Alves just got in, even if he played like 15 games that year. I think the midfield's fine. I think the forward line, I chose Kane over Haaland, but I can understand why a lot of people would go for him. And so I think that part's okay. That defence, though. The defence is a joke. And this is where I'd love to see like EA put out the like voting numbers and stuff like that. They won't, of course. They'll never do anything like that. There's no world where Saliba just I'm intrigued who that means the 12th man's going to be, though. Could it be Kane? Or is it going to be one of the midfielders that didn't get in because they were put down as a midfielder? Yamal, Rafinha. I imagine it'll be one of them because they're more likely to sell packs. How's he missed the target? This game's a joke. Have the highest attendance in the league. That's great. Not relevant to that one, though, is it? Bang! Oh my good god, this is crazy. Xabi Alonso did get sacked. Yep. We'll be putting out a TikTok about that on the Footy account. Probably after this game. Once we look at like 6 PM content and stuff, we'll make a TikTok for that account. Talking about that. I mean, if this person goes 2-0 up, they don't even seem that good, but I might just leave anyway. Just because I'd rather focus on making these TikToks, to be honest. Says a lot about champs, doesn't it? That's where my focus is at. David, I wouldn't say due to last season's form. I'd say due to 2024's form, mostly. This is the thing that a lot of people don't seem to like get about the team of the year this year. There are people that have gone mental when they look at like my team of the year vote and see no Salah, no Van Dijk. Liverpool fell off for like the last 2 months, maybe 3 of last season because they were walking the league. Really. And it was theirs. It was won early and everything like that. They fell off. And then this season, they've been crap. So, for any of their players to be in Team of the Year, it's pretty much based on that player's form in, like, January, February, maybe March. And that's about it. Bang! Playing a Sunderland team? I have no idea what my opponent's team is like. I've not paid any attention, to be honest. Yes. Apparently so. James, yeah, I need to watch that. I still haven't. I've got it on DVD. Full... Okay, let's get this up here. Okay. Right, we need to get that uploading. We only won the league because Arsenal were the team chasing us. Yeah. Oh. Oh my god, this gameplay. The amount of player switching that just doesn't work now. What's happened? It's crazy. You're just making identical runs into each other. What am I supposed to do? What? That's insane. Thoughts on Fatawu going to us as well? I don't know who us is. Oh, come on, man. Sunderland. My response would be next joke. Oh, that was a nice skill. Ah, crap. We are 2 goals down. What are the stats saying? Do we leave? Yeah, let's just leave. Can't be bothered. And it's about to be 6 o'clock, so let's just get into the next. Well, not into the next. Why are you playing champs on a Monday evening? Why not? Team of the year. The official 12th man team of the year pick is Rafinha, Lamine Yamal, and Harry Kane. Yeah, why not? Champs is to be played over the weekend. Well, if that was the case, then it wouldn't be available to play on a Monday. No, Gabriel, Yamal, or Rafinha. Okay. Posts. Cool. Is Gauntlet today? I don't know if there's a new Gauntlet starting today or not. To be honest, you think Rafinha should get it more than Yamal? Based on the seasons they had? Yeah, probably. Do I agree with the team of the year from EA? No. I don't know a single person that agrees with Saliba over Gabriel. Let alone some of the others. You thought it was just you player switching left back or right stick, just or LB or right stick doesn't register. Yeah, it's stupid. It's just stupid how broken it seems to be right now. Gives people with lifetime to play them over the week. Exactly. But again, it's the internet, and even in 2026, my God, Ari. Oof. At the Golden Globes. She's back. Even in 2026, we've gone through 2025 knowing that this was the case, hoping that it would die in 2026, but no. People will complain about anything for the sake of complaining. Like this person in the TikTok chat, complaining that Champs is being played on a Monday, even though that's been possible for years at this stage. It's weird. It's weird. Have you seen comments from people moaning about FA Cup on TNT? Yep. Makes sense to moan about it, I would say. Sorry if I already answered. What do you think of Alonso leaving Madrid? That he'll be Liverpool manager in probably like a month's time. Maybe even less than that. If they lose tonight, he'll probably be in by next week. We are uploading our reactions to the team of the year. I've just done it on TikTok. I'm doing it on Insta right now, and then it will be up on YouTube. And then I'm going to do a TikTok on Xabi Alonso on the football accounts once we've looked at 6 p.m. content and everything like that. So, yeah. For the vast majority of people, their free time would be during the weekend. For a lot of people, yeah, but not everyone. Not about the people that work weekends. Or the people that are busy on weekends, doing whatever it may be. I don't really understand why you'd have a problem with someone playing their games on one day rather than another day. It's just a pointless thing to care about. Harrison, I don't care about my record, my friend. It doesn't mean anything. Oh, we're in! Because it's a lot easier on Monday evening. Then play your games on Monday evening if you care. Surely, if that's a thing, you can use it to your benefit rather than complaining about it. I'd say. Can I check any new Evos? Of course, it is 6 o'clock. Let's have a little look at what we have got. Right, that is uploading on YouTube now as well, our Team of the Year reactions, and then we'll also do another video talking about the 12th man vote for Team of the Year as well. What have we done here? Oh. Exactly. Right, so anything new in objectives? Slot's job, yeah. Xabi Alonso waiting in the wings for Slot's job. It feels like. Doesn't look like there's any new objectives. Evos, I mean, the Evo on Friday was absolutely dead. So let's see if anything has changed. Anything new? No, they are waiting, aren't they? They are really waiting. They don't care about Time Warp Team 2. We get a new free Evo, which gives you tiki-taka, vision, short passing, long passing and curve, and long ball pass. That's okay. Max 85, though, means there's going to be a lot of players that don't fit that for most people. Could put it on Nelson. Just make him even more elite. Could put it on Thomas, actually. He does already have tiki-taka. But boosting those passing stats on him would be really nice. What would Nelson look like? Pretty good. But yeah, maybe Thomas is the shout there. Okay, let's look at SBCs. No! We've got a 79 plus pick. Only available until Friday, 6 PM. Pajot. Still 3-star skills. No passing play styles, no technical. Okay, and then Sophia Jacobson. Double 4-star. Tyson, good. Right wing, left wing striker. Pretty well-rounded stats. Good playstyles. Really good playstyles. Advanced forward plus plus as well. Inside forward plus plus on both sides. Not bad. Actually could be a pretty nice card. In most of those positions, to be honest. How expensive is she? One squad. Really cheap. 85 rated squad. For a card that... I know we say it like all the time. She's probably not going to go into your main team. But for something like tournaments and Gauntlet, that's a fantastic card for one squad. Not bad. Yeah, I think Time Warp has been crap. And I know it's a bit of a filler between Team of the Year and Winter Wildcards, but still. I mean, look at this crap, though. He's nearly back down. But what happened here? What happened to cause this doubling in price? It's just stupid. Really dumb. Right. Okay. Now we need to also... Oh, we've got confirmation from EA that tomorrow your... Let me find mine. Tomorrow, 6 PM, on the 13th, we get our upgrades from... Crap, what was the... This. Our classic heroes. Claudia Pina confirmed as Team of the Year. So I believe all of these cards are just +2 in every single stat. Oh no. Some of them +1 in some stats. My 4-land gets +2, +2, +2, +2, +2, +2. Sven Botman signs new deal at Newcastle. Okay, must have been YouTube TikTok review. Blew up from one of the big boys. But then why would he come back down? I mean, it's just so niche that for 24 hours he's the exact same price, and then yet doubles in price is mental. And now he's about back down? Bizarre, isn't it? So yeah, Pina confirmed as Team of the Year. No other confirmations of women's Team of the Years yet. I'm going to very quickly do a Xabi Alonso TikTok for the football account, and then we're going to get into our last few games. And we will also do, I think, a Paqueta TikTok later, but I am supposed to be going to the gym once me guff is home from work. So I need to get through these games. Maybe get the... Oh, for God's sake. No! Ugh. Maybe get that Paqueta TikTok done later. But yeah, I'm just going to quickly do a Xabi Alonso one. Any good content? No. Not really. Never quit FIFA in any game since you came back to it in 19, but if Team of the Year has a high drop rate, might have to. Xabi Alonso got sacked. I know. I'm literally about to record a TikTok on it for my football TikTok account. With Arbeloa being the replacement. That's the crazy part. Right, okay, let me quickly record this. This will only be like a minute or two, and then we'll continue and play our last few games. Right, there's that recorded. Let's go. Champs. Can't hear me very well. That's because I was muted whilst I was recording a TikTok. Thank you for the gifts on TikTok. I appreciate it. Thank you anyone that has liked on TikTok. Thank you anyone that's followed. Thank you anyone that's liked on YouTube. Anyone that's subbed on there. If anyone happens to have followed on Kick or Twitch, I don't think they have because I've not got any alerts. Well, I appreciate you for spending any time on there. Anyway, Xabi Alonso sacked by Madrid. Arne Slot to get replaced? Question mark? I mean, surely it's a matter of when now that that he comes in. So let's make that a little bit bigger. There we go. Right, let's play. Let's play. Should have evoed the Leicester title-winning side. Yeah. There's 1, 2, 3... I think 4 of those players are still in the game. God, I already hate the way that they play. It's sad how many games within the first 5 in-game minutes, maybe not even that long, you can tell whether someone is going to be absolutely horrible to play against. Oh my God, how's he put it wide? What was the video on? Alonso? Yes. Yeah. Kante's unreal with Fountain of Youth. I don't really care because Kante will just get special cards. That's why I actually prefer evoing our current players, and it's why this year I have basically a present Leicester team plus Vardy's player of the month. I don't have a past and present because the good past players all just get promo cards. Like Riyadh, like Kante, like Harry Kane. So I end up just evoing our current guys. And then towards the end of the year, it will potentially transition into a past and present when they're all just going to get full chem and everything like that. And their cards are just going to be ridiculous. But at this point in time, I go current. It'd be different if yeah, the entire squad was still in the game. And we could be evoing up like Robert Huth and stuff like that. Yeah, maybe. But unfortunately, not the case. Ooh. Xabi Alonso leaves Real Madrid. Made a full Wrexham team, all Evos, slapping everyone. It's just fun. It's more enjoyable to use those kind of cards, which is why I've got 2 Leicester Evos in my main team. It's fun to say that I'm using Ben Nelson and Samare and Champs. Ah. Oh. Yeah, I know that Dante going into one of those Evos looks really good, but I think that's bad from EA. They're bringing out, like, SBCs and objective cards that aren't good enough unless they're also put into an Evo. Rather than just combining those. into a better card. Oh my god. Game. It's fun when you beat people using loan Mbappe. Yeah, I can't really be that upset at anyone that's doing it because, I mean, why not? EA have done this stupid thing with the voting to give everyone 2 weeks of Mbappe. You know it's going to happen. I don't think it makes a crazy difference to a lot of people. Because if they're crap at the game, they're still going to be crap at the game with Mbappe. They might get a couple of things that happen differently because he can score some shots that maybe they're normal... What? Yeah, he might score a few shots that their normal card doesn't. But in general... Ooh. If they're good enough to get a load out of Mbappe, then they probably are already really, really good. Oh, God, the runs. There we go. Maybe Grimaldo comes in. Yeah, I'd be really intrigued to see, like, would he try and replicate the 3 at the back system that he was using at Leverkusen if he came in at Liverpool, especially because he would have Frimpong and Wirtz. Oh, damn. And yeah, Kerkez isn't the same kind of player as Grimaldo. Kerkez is closer to Frimpong than Grimaldo in the Leverkusen system. Robertson might actually fit that role better. Still enjoying this year's game? Sort of. Okay, LFC. Liverpool! Right, there's that uploading as well. Your opponent is forfeited! Saya, thank you very much for subbing. Yeah, the game's fine. The community isn't. And there are some problems in it that I wish that EA would properly address, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I at this point, I feel like it would take an absolute miracle for the community to not end up slightly ruining each game by just being so meta-obsessed and boring. Right, that's uploaded on TikTok. Let's get it up on Insta. Whoa, what was that video there? Yeah, okay. Because, yeah, this year I want to be consistent with the short-form content and utilize it to try and push long-form. Rather than just randomly doing bits and bobs here and there, I want there to be sort of a strategy with it, which I've not really employed before. And so far, short form on the football side of things has been really, really good. It's been a phenomenal start to the year. I mean, that TikTok that we put out the other day hit about just under 200,000 views. The one where we were like, here's something we learned from each Premier League game tonight. That was crazy how well that did. A few of the other ones have done really well as well. This delay, man. It's just garbage. Instagram, even though a week ago I didn't have 500 followers on there, we're now at like 650. And we've got like over 250,000 views in the last week. Something crazy like that on TikTok. Oh, look at that ping at the top going up to 70. Telling you, I don't know what's happened with our internet, but it's making this game really hard to play. I'd like to properly test out the latest patch with the AI defending and see whether I think it feels really different, but I can't because of my connection. Because now I'm playing with a bit of delay in a lot of games. Which is just dumb. Oh, that's a big save. Very, very big save. Right, get that up on Insta. Nice. It's a good ball. Thought I was messing that up. Dear God. Macduff, what was that in reference to? The nightmare year? I mean, I've just pressed tackle there and nothing's happened. So I'm talking about. The game doesn't work for me right now. Oh, Jesus, man. Good interception. Up there. She's just not passed the ball, but then they've done a classic tackle shot. You love to see it. Right, that's uploaded on there. Now we upload on YouTube. And yeah, just keeping the consistency going, man. The football stuff has been so enjoyable, and we've got a World Cup year, so if there's a year where it's happening, this is the one. Okay, I've just player switched twice by pressing it once. He's not going to get it, is he? That's such nonsense. There's no world where that shouldn't have ended up with my player there. Okay, I mean, it's a little bit sloppy, but it's in the back of the net. That's the main thing. Right, next, YouTube. Get that uploaded. You like the way I play FIFA, not chasing meta, just using players you enjoy. Exactly, which is why we've still got Base Hakimi, Base Kachawi in the team in January. Give me those 87 plus Evos and let me bump up Kachawi, please. Do you right stick switch or use LB? The majority of the time, right stick. Oh, it should have just gone over the top there. But there are instances where, yeah, switching to the closest player is needed. It's lovely football, you have to say. The keeper's been absolutely mugged off. What a goal that is. The build-up play in that was beautiful. And then it ends with Rodrigo sitting down the keeper and putting it in the back of the net. This is how I like to play this game, man. That was really nice. Right, YouTube. Let's get this one done, and then we got 2 games left. Marcelo, Team of the Year icon is coming as an SBC or objective. Okay. Huge. Really intrigued to see how good that card is, because Team of the Year SBCs each year, we seem to always get at least one banger. So maybe that's the one this year. Right, that's uploading. Lovely. What a productive evening. Getting our champs done. We've uploaded on these channels that you're watching on. short form content. We've now uploaded on the Footy channel as well. All whilst getting these Champs games done. It's been good. Sour's in the current promo. She ain't going to be in back to back. I mean, Jesus Christ, man. This is why Queen Kachawi is still in the team. This card has probably been fodder value for like 3 months. Yet she still tears people apart for me. And it goes to show, you don't need to use the biggest, best, most meta players. Use the ones that you enjoy. The ones you have fun with. The ones that suit the way you play. And you can do a lot with them. Why do I refuse to do an over-the-top through ball there instead of along the floor, though? That's really stupid. We've done that a few times. Where I'd probably be through on goal if I just played it over the top. Oh, crap. Oh, okay. Yeah, Van Dijk should not be in the team of the year. Neither should Saliba. How Gabriel doesn't get in, I don't understand. Oh, big save. Okay. Not really much you can do. A lone Van Dijk. Ugh. Sad that he is managing to outjump me there. My card that has better stats and potentially better playstyles as well. Oh, Vidal. If you can stay consistent like this, going to smash it this year. I really hope so. Especially with the football stuff. Like, obviously, I'd like the shorts and everything like that. And the normal videos to do well on these accounts that you're watching right now. The gaming stuff. Oh, but the football stuff would be the dream. Because with football, we're not relying on stuff to happen to make all the videos and stuff like that. There is so much historical stuff that we can do content on. Like, that's kind of the plan this year, is to do a mix. Obviously, we'll do reactionary and prediction-based stuff for live events, games, sackings, transfers, all of this stuff. Of course, you have to do content related to that. But if I wanted to... Wow, what a ball that was. If I wanted to, tomorrow, I could do a video on the football stuff about, like, Xabi Alonso's been sacked. What are the... what are some other historical, massive sackings at big clubs in such a short space of time? And stuff like that, and just do a little piece on that. So sometimes you can tie it into current events, but it doesn't necessarily need to. Which is why the dream scenario would be for that to be the main thing, and then gaming is the secondary thing, but not specifically this game, just gaming. So if I wanted to do a video talking about... Are you joking? I mean, thank God they bottled that, because how did they get put through so easily there? That was crazy. Yeah, if I wanted to do a video about a game series that used to be amazing but then died or whatever. I'm not saying that for any particular reason. Then you could do that. Or a new game has come out and you blitz through it, get all the achievements or something, and turn that into a video. I don't know, just those kind of things that, again, can either be based on new stuff and new popular stuff, or historical stuff, rather than relying on EA to, one, bring out a good game, and then two, bring out consistent good content. Please be offside. Thank God. Why is the chat not loading properly? Let me try and refresh that. You're watching the FA Cup draw. I have absolutely no idea what time it's on. Oh, I have just got a notification saying it's happening now, which means it's probably happening in like 15-20 minutes. So I could do. These things never happen on time. Unless it was supposed to start at like 1:15 and it's now just starting. Which could also be the case. Oh my... No! That's such a BS goal! Stupid deflection. Regret not doing Jordi Alba. Is there any SBC you regret not doing? No. Nope. Not this year. In previous years there would have been, but not this time around that I can think of. I feel like if there was an answer to that, then it would like be... I'd be scarred by it, and it would always be on the brain. If someone asked that question, I'd instantly have the answer of, bang, this. But, yeah, I don't have anything that comes to mind. Oh! So close. Okay. Meant to start in 3 minutes. Okay. Should have sold Vardy earlier. Could have made 300k profit. Bought him back for cheap. Yep. Football, so much content, endless amount. Just a lot of people doing it now. Of course. But it's always going to be saturated. It's the most popular sport that there is. But it's whether you can make either fun, engaging content, unique content, or informative. And if you're hitting at least one of those 3 pillars, then you can be good. It's the people that will do... Like... People that will do the absolute bare minimum where it won't succeed. So, for example, doing match predictions for, like... Wow, that's crazy. For like this upcoming week of Premier League games or something like that. If you just sit there with the camera to your face saying game week 21 match week game week 21 Premier League predictions, Man City 1, Man United 0, Everton 1, Bournemouth 2. Thanks for watching. That's crap. Whereas if you talk about like reasonings behind your predictions and maybe go into like some analysis or statistical data and everything like that, or again you're just more entertaining and engaging with stuff, it's a better video, isn't it? Ooh. So, yeah, trying to put that extra bit of effort. Like, for example, even just talking about... even putting the smallest bit more effort in to talk about things, with an example being that video that blew up for me recently of here's something that we learned from every Premier League game tonight. I could just have the starter image on the screen the entire time, which is a picture of all of the results. But even just switching to a picture from that game, whilst specifically talking about that game, and then to a picture of the next game when we move on to that one. And something that seems that small, it is a little bit more effort, but it makes a massive difference. And this year, I really want to try and be more analytical in terms of what I make. And what I mean by that is seeing what works, doubling down on what works, seeing what doesn't work, trying out potentially another version of that, but tweaking it to see if it makes any difference. If not, okay, right, we just won't do that kind of thing again, right? So right now, the last couple of days, or last couple of match days or whatever, where we've done like, here's something we learned from every Premier League game. I think I've done like 3 of those recently. Those style videos, they've done really well for me. So I'm going to keep doing them. Whereas a couple of other videos that I've tried didn't do as well. So if I want to do something similar, I'm going to have to mix it up in some way. Instead of just having the mindset of, oh, I don't know why that video didn't do well. Actually trying to figure that out. Oh, so then, yeah, you can double down on the stuff that does. I'm going to pause, not so that they can leave, but so that I can put the drawer on. I have absolutely no idea what channel this is going to be on. TNT? Okay. I don't know what I've missed from the draw, but it's on now. Liverpool or Barnsley have just been drawn at home. I don't know if that's the first one. Or if they just happened to be the first team. Against Brighton. Vidal, I need to complete, actually. He runs out tomorrow. You'll be successful because you're able to make quality videos on the fly like the ones you just recorded. I appreciate it. I hope so. If we properly stay consistent, and as I say, put a little bit more thought into some of the analytical side of things. Holy crap, that delay is horrible. In figuring out what kind of videos to do, how to separate different types of content and stuff like that. GG. So I'm assuming no one else has been drawn yet. Liverpool were the first draw. Okay. Daniel, I know. Madness, innit? Evos are too good so you can avoid SBCs you feel like this year. I agree. Oxford at home to Sunderland. As I'd say, if I'm going to go to an away game, give me someone like a West Brom. Nice and local. 26 is us, right? We're away at Southampton. I will not be going to that one. And I mean, we could win that. I'm not going Cov on Saturday, no. I went last time. We were in the Championship. We lost that one. I don't want to go again. I've ticked that stadium off. And this time around, we'll probably get battered 5-0. So, no thank you. But yeah, away at Southampton is a grim draw. Because it's not one that you'll feel super confident about. I've already been to the stadium. I watched us get battered. I think it was 4-1 on like a Sunday morning when it was like minus 3 degrees in the morning at 6 a.m. Having to get up to go to that one. It was horrible. So yeah, I don't want to go Southampton again. And their stadium is identical to ours. So yeah, pretty dead draw for us. Pretty much middle of the road. You've got a team that are basically the same as you. It's a 50-50 as to who goes through that one. Hull have got Chelsea. But yeah, so hopefully we go through and then get one either at home or a closer away day, or even just a ground that I've not been to. I couldn't go to Cheltenham. Otherwise that might have happened. Burton at home to West Ham. So even like this, right? We can do a video talking about all the FA Cup draws and stuff like that. Predicting the FA Cup. Burnley at home. Right, we've got one more game to go. We've hit 10 wins. Mansfield. Oh yeah, we need to see who Macclesfield get, because they'll be on TV. Like, whoever they get. But I guess their dream is to hit another big team. To try and do back-to-back giant killings. Norwich v West Brom. Our home... Wow. Apparently, our home game against Southampton has been moved for the FA Cup for us to play Southampton away. Brilliant. Burnley, Mansfield. Huge. Port Vale. Oh, let me update the thing. Who did Chelsea get? I can't remember. Was it like Hull? Port Vale, Bristol City. Macclesfield are still in. Grimsby at home. To Wolves. Oof. So Macclesfield could still get Villa, Man City, Newcastle, Brentford, or Leeds. Which is crazy. Aston Villa. And then you've got Brum, who are obviously Championship, and then Salford or Swindon, who are League 2. If they avoid the Salford-Swindon draw, then that's massive, whichever one of them they get. Villa get Newcastle. Oh. Big, big game. Man City at home. Macclesfield, this would be insane. they'll win 15-0. Here we go. Man City get Salford or Swindon. Ugh. Deary me. So Macclesfield now are either playing a Premier League or Championship team. Are they at home, though? They are. Macclesfield at home against either Brentford, Leeds, or Birmingham. What would be the biggest pull? Leeds? Macclesfield v Brentford. You never know. So then Leeds, Birmingham to finish things off. Okay. Yeah, we could do we could potentially do a TikTok in a little bit of predicting every FA Cup result or something like that. I know there's a fair few to go through, but maybe. If there's a graphic that someone puts out of them like perfectly listing all of the games so that I could easily just go down, 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 then that'd work. Oh yeah, so yeah, Chelsea did get Hull, which perfectly fits Liam Rosenior. His ex-club, isn't it? Right, what on earth is this team that we're up against? Sorry? Who were those two? Is this some mental Evo squad? Wang Yan Wen. And whoever that other guy was. Gan Chow. This is like Nep's team, where he's just Evo'd up the worst cards in the game. then randomly Nico Williams is in there. I think Macclesfield would rather play away against Brentford for the money. I mean, yeah. They will be on TV, so they will at least get some of that. God, I hate the way this person plays. I mean, I say that in 99% of the games I play, because most people play this game like absolute tools. Oh, he's just ignored it. These types of teams are terrifying. Because you know the people that are using them are pretty damn good at the game to go into champs with something like this. Especially if you're coming up against it at the end of your games. So this person has got this mental Evo team, and they're on a great record. Otherwise, I wouldn't be matching against them. I mean, I imagine I'll probably lose this one, just because. Ooh! But I have no idea how good these cards are. Because, like, you obviously know that they're Evo'd, because you can see them at, like, the bottom of the screen. But you don't... I mean, I didn't see... I don't know if we skipped past the team at the start to see the ratings of any of them. Ah, crap. No! Crap. Are you joking? That was a shot. That was a shot from my World Tour Rodrigo card. Bang! Gonzola. I love the random Nico Williams and Rodrigo just in here amongst whatever this is. Just feels so out of place. Oof. Oh, what a save! I think Slot's worried now about his job with the team he's put out. I mean, I don't know why he'd be worried about his job because of the team he's put out. Oh my god. Kunde, Andaseat, ANDA. See, look at that. 88 rated, unbelievable card. Oh, Jesus. If we go 2 goals down, I will leave. Just because I can't be bothered. We've already got 10 wins as well, so... The upgrade from 10 to 11, it's okay, but... Oh my good god. I think this kind of team that I'm up against kind of explains the major... It's both a massive... positive and negative for the game. The fact that I can come up against someone that has got a team filled with basically no-names that they've just evoed all the way up to cracked cards is pretty cool, because it means that you can use basically whoever you want, as long as you put the time and effort in to evo them. I mean, look at that card for an 86. That looks ridiculously good. But it also shows that evos are kind of broken. And whether they, like, I don't know. The balancing of evos is a bit mad. Oh, I've lost all respect for you. I was rating the crazy evo, like, crappers team. As soon as you're whipping out player locks, though, no. Unfortunately, it's gone. It's gone. But yeah, it kind of shows that a lot of other cards aren't really needed if you can just Evo stuff up to that level. And striking that balance of Evos being good and worth your time and pretty cool to them being too good is something that I still don't know if they've got it right. Oh, I should have passed that. Oh, and then he delayed the pass. It's fine because you could pay 50k on an Evo or buy Pina for 6k. Yes, but Pina is so unique in the fact that she has like the perfect playstyles for the game this year and stuff like that. It's not like there's an equivalent of Pina in every single position. I'm really intrigued why they have Williams and Rodrigo in here, though. They just don't fit the rest of this at all. Interesting, though. I mean, the pass just refused to go to the right player, and then somehow he's missed from there, so that's fun. Frustrating, isn't it? Yes, we read it. Make the run! God, pressing the button and nothing happens. So infuriating. No! What is that, Rafa Leao? That was such an easy... Just slot that through. That little through ball. And we're in on goal. How did he mess that up, man? Oh, come on. What a ball that is. Oof. I mean, it went nowhere near where I wanted it to, but it works. No, neither's that. Rafa Leao, that's 2 in a row. Doesn't he have incisive pass as well? How disappointing. Oh. I mean, we are 2 down. It is the last game. What are the stats saying? They have had double the shots. Let's keep going. But we're going to bring on Silko Thomas for Rodrigo. So we at least get our Evo done whilst seeing if a bit of magic can happen to finish things off. Silver Star Hullet is better than the real Hullet and still 79 rated. Yeah, it's just stupid. Like, Evos are amazing, but they're also so dumb at the exact same time. Silko! Yes! There he is! Go on, lad! Did what we were failing to do without you. And once again, a like 80 rated card there. With better stats than... Yeah, like some base icons and stuff like that. Better play styles and... Maybe Evos wouldn't be as crazy if playstyles were balanced. Because that's like one of the reasons why your Silver Stars hullet is better than the main one is because the playstyles are better, right? Okay, some of the stats might be better as well, but if you couldn't add playstyles via Evos, the conversation would be very, very different. You'd be getting all these stat upgrades, but the players wouldn't feel mental. No, it's not what I pressed! Ah! Stupid game. Stupid game. Team of the Weeks don't feel like they're in packs anymore because they've done best of re-releases for Team of the Weeks twice where they've had loads of them in packs. That's what you're used to. Maybe they'll do that for Team of the Year. We'll see. Evos are amazing when they're unique. And oh, it's not what I pressed! Ugh. And when they're like not following the crowd. I agree, but they are still a bit dumb. Like again, my Ben Nelson being as good as he is whilst being 82 rated is a bit silly. But again, that's also a problem with how ratings are calculated. Some Evos won't give you massive upgrades in terms of the stats, but they'll give you like a +6 rating. Other Evos will give you massive boosts in stats, but they give you a +1 in rating. So then, therefore, they fit the next one. It's bizarre. Got a crack team and low rating. Lower rated team for matchmaking is not a thing. That was a conspiracy theory like a decade ago that bronze benching made a difference. Oh my god, Silko Thomas! With the clutch! David Ornstein, exclusive. Oh, things have changed. Tottenham Hotspur closing in on deal to sign Conor Gallagher. This morning it looked like he was potentially going to Villa. Wow. That would actually be a solid... I wonder if the injury news has changed things and they've ramped up their interest. But wow. Okay. That'd be really good for them. Why has that gone there, Zola? Can't believe Thomas has come on and got us back into the game. No! Oh my god, I read you perfectly. No, I thought he was onside. Ah, oh, please not extra time, though. If I lose in extra time, I nearly left this game in the 60th minute. Please don't give me an extra time or penalties loss. I genuinely, I'd rather lose right now. Go! Go! Zola! With the clutch! Oh my goodness. What a turnaround. All because of Silko Thomas being brought on to complete an Evo. And he ends up going absolutely huge, getting a brace, and then Zola clutches up with the last kick of the game. GG! Score prediction for tonight Liverpool game. I mean, they should win like 5-0, shouldn't they? Well, we'll take 11 wins, considering one of our losses was getting booted in our first game before we even kicked off. So we lost 3 in reality, but GG. My goodness. Crazy! We had faith in Silko. What a game, I know. I know. You love to see it. Right. Let's open up a couple of packs then, shall we? Time Warp Guarantee. 785. 383 times 10s. Right, what we'll do is we'll open up our Guarantee pack. And then we'll do 2 83 times 10s. And we'll save the other 2 packs for Team of the Year. Oh. Gonna put 5-0 on Liverpool to bet. Oh, God. Don't rely on me for bets. Struggling in Div 2 with the main account. Oh, we'll take a Baggio. Was winning every game in Div 2 with a bronze team on an alt account. Honestly think the low rated is a thing, but who knows? No, it's never been a thing. People used to think that handicap was a thing. It's never been a thing. Bronze benching, stuff like that. Okay, so Silco gains 2 balance for that performance. Absolutely huge. But let's go and open up these packs. What have we got here? Oh, we've leveled up in the season. We just got a tweet of full Team of the Year. Is this the women's? No. Oh, fair enough. Okay. What a waste of a retweet that was then. Okay, here we go. To end things off tonight, because then it's time for the gym. Oh my goodness. 83 times 10, 2 of those, and here we go. Time Warp Team 2 Guarantee Pack. You know you want to give me Vardy, but in reality, we're going to get an 85, aren't we? Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. Hopefully you've had a good time. That is definitely not Vardy. I don't have a clue who you are. I don't know the players in the team. You look bang average. Is it an 85 by any chance? Oh, 86. Double 4-star. Okay. Fine. 2 of these then. Oh, and they're tradable as well. 83 times 10s. Hit me! A walkout is not an awful start. Frankie. Oh no. Mr. Reinders and then a Barca player. Could be Frankie alongside him. It's not, it's Irene. Okay. There is still a world. There's a time warp in here. No, don't be silly. And my transfer list is full. Crap. Wow, I need to sort this. Get rid of the 84s. Oh dear, I should have looked at this prior. Okay, that's fine. Right, last one then. To end off today's stream. Again, a big, big thank you to anyone and everyone that has tuned into today's stream. I hope that you've had a fantastic time. I very much hope that you have a lovely rest of your night. Anyone that is new, if you want to see more, make sure you follow on TikTok, Twitch, and Kick. Subscribe on YouTube. And we end it with an 83-10. With another walkout. It's going to be... Is that Chloe? Only one walkout. Not really what you want to see. But Chloe Kelly, is she followed by a time warp behind? No, don't be silly. Okay, well, pretty poor in reality. We'll open up the other packs, as I say, throughout, like, Team of the Year and everything like that. I would still love to do a Vardy review. These are the cards that I was bidding on when that was his price prior. Then he went down to about 500. Then he rocketed up to £1 million. Now he's back down to 550. So maybe I'll have a look at it and either do it tonight or tomorrow. I'm potentially recording with Curbs and Mr. Cap Gun Tom tomorrow. So you could have 2 collab videos coming your way in the next week as well, which would be pretty fun. So, thank you very, very much, everybody, for tuning in. Hopefully you have a fantastic evening, and I will see you again very, very soon. I don't know if there will be a stream tomorrow because of these recordings that I'm planning to do, but that is going to call it for there. So, enjoy the rest of your night, enjoy the football, and I will see you in a bit. Bye-bye.